We begin the countdown to kickoff for our featured game. We're joined by Clayton Ridge football coach Matt Mosier. Coach, your team winning the opener last week, defeated Postville 32-12. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, we didn't know what to expect from Postville. Like I said, we knew that they were going to be have better depth and be a better football team. We started out a little sluggish, just kind of trying to get our wheels going. And once we got things figured out, we played really well. We were able to move the ball offensively. Defensively, I actually thought we played outstanding. Did a great job tackling. That was a concern. I thought we tackled well. I thought we ran and rallied around the ball real well. So that was a big thing. Hopefully we can continue that. We just need to continue to be physical and being able to wrap up.
Yeah, certainly a good way to start the year. All right, let's talk about offensively. I know quarterback Kurt Ross had a good game for you offensively, rushing the football and throwing the football.
Yeah, Kurt did a really, really good job for his first official varsity start at quarterback, where it's his team. Obviously, he just was named Telegraph Herald Player of the Week, so we're excited about that. And he was able to put the ball in spots. He's really understanding the offense really well. And then, obviously, practice-wise, we don't get live reps with Kurt running the football. So Friday night was a good test to see how that worked out, and it worked out well.
Yeah.
Over 100 yards on the ground.
And obviously, you had some other guys contribute offensively on the receiving end too.
Yeah, absolutely. Kyler Millard is an outstanding wide receiver for us. He makes a lot of plays. So he had a bunch of catches. Scored a touchdown, and then Jace Fossmeyer stepped up and had a couple really nice explosive plays for us.
All right, so a good win for you guys to start the year. Defensively, you mentioned a good effort there on that side. Who are some of the guys you thought stood out for you defensively?
Definitely a contribution of a lot of kids. Kane Ballsinger stepped up in kind of a new role for us, and Brandon Schumann, who's a senior on our defensive line, did a really good job. Trenton Reimer caused a lot of headache for them by just being pretty dominant there at the nose tackle position. Made them have some bad snaps and stuff like that. And then obviously Kyler Miller had 3 interceptions in that game. So that's anytime that you can win the turnover battle like that, you're going to be successful.
All right, now MFL MarMac, what do you know about the Bulldogs?
Obviously, right now I think MFL's in that stage where when they lose guys, they don't go down or whatever. They reload, and they're in that stage right now in their program. So I know that they're going to be physical. I think they got the majority of their offensive line returned from last year. I know they lost McShane, who's a special player, but I think they moved some athletes around, and I think they're going to be just as good. I really do. I think they're going to be a really good, tough football team.
All right, keys in the ball game for Clayton Ridge then. What do you guys have to do?
We have to control the line of scrimmage. We've got to control the line of scrimmage, and we've got to tackle and wrap up. And then we've got to not allow that big play, whether it's a pass play or maybe one of those guys breaks out for a big run. We've really got to limit that. And if we can take care of those things, like I said, to win the line of scrimmage offensively and defensively, we've got a chance.
Yeah, and it's going to be a different role for you guys because Kyler Millard steps into the quarterback spot, right?
That is correct. Yeah, Kyler's going to step in and play quarterback. Kurt had to have a dental procedure done, and so he's going to be out, and Kyler's going to step in, but nothing's going to change. We're going to play Clayton Ridge football.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thanks, Dan.
Clayton Ridge football coach Matt Mosier on his Eagle team. Countdown to kickoff continues after this.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union would like to say thank you to our customers during the Patient Appreciation Event taking place through September 30th. Patients spending $100 will receive $20 off their order. Spend $200, receive $50 off your order, or spend $400 and receive $120 off your order. Contact your local Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader at 563-245-2304 or West Union at 563-422-6085 for more details. Some exclusions may apply.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value with appearance.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona. Myers Auto Service in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Culligan Water Conditioning of Elkader, and by RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. We continue the countdown to kickoff for our featured game. We're joined by MFL MarMac football coach Dan Anderson. Coach, your team dropped the season opener, hard-fought ball game at New Hampton last week, 22-19. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought game. Both teams, I think, have a lot of respect for each other. After that game, our kids were pretty banged up and bruised, and I can see a lot of those New Hampton kids had ice on their shoulders and their ribs after the game too. So, it was a physical game. We knew it'd be a tough team to play. They're a bigger school. We went up a class to play non-district, and they're ranked in the top 10 in all the polls. So we knew it was going to be a tough one, and it was a back and forth game. We scored first in the first quarter. They scored twice in the second quarter. Took a 14-7 halftime lead. Our kids responded. We made a few adjustments at halftime. We scored twice in the third to take a 19-14 lead, and then they scored again right at the end of the third. And then, of course, the end of the game was just a defensive battle. So, they nipped us by 3 points. Our kids played extremely hard. Like I said, it was an extremely physical game against a really good football team. And, there was a few costly mistakes. We had a fumble and a blocked punt that gave them good field position, but overall, we outgained them by almost 100 yards of total offense. So we played pretty good football. Just a couple of key mistakes in a close game where there's two teams that are pretty good. Usually the team that wins is the team that makes less mistakes. And for us, we just made a couple more than they did on Friday night.
The big thing is, though, a lot of new skilled players for you guys, and I think you're pleased with what you guys did offensively.
Oh yeah, Zach Driscoll, start there at quarterback. He was 9 for 12 for 118 yards passing. So any time your quarterback is 75% completion rate, you're thrilled. So for his first varsity ball game, I was extremely impressed with his poise back there and his accuracy. Carver at fullback and Wyatt Powell at running back, they're a load. They're big. They're both close to 200 pounds. Well, Powell's over 200, and those guys ran extremely hard. They put their shoulders down, and their yards after contact was pretty impressive. New Hampton's got some really good linebackers and some big, strong defensive linemen. There weren't any really big holes to run through. But our guys, when they put their shoulder pads down, they always got extra yardage. And we had 3 guys that we rushed for 206 yards. And against a team like New Hampton, who's extremely physical, that was pretty good, and we threw for over 100. So, I was pleased with our offensive output, and our guys caught the ball. It was just, they weren't going to make anything easy for us, but we were able to move the ball when we needed to.
Yeah, so certainly some good things there. All right, turning our attention to Clayton Ridge, what do you know about the Eagles?
Well, they're 1-0, and we know that they're a rival. It's the battle for Clayton County here. They won by 20 last week against Postville. We do know that they've got a couple really good receivers that are fast and run good routes. The fast binder kid and the Millard kid. That they're good athletes and good receivers. And their quarterback, the Kurt Ross, he had a great game last week too. He's really accurate and he's shifty too. He passed for over 200 and he rushed for over 100. So he's a dual threat quarterback. So we got to keep our eyes on those guys. We got to account for where Millard and Fastbinder are when they're on the field, and of course, we got to make sure we have guys assigned to Ross at quarterback all the time because he can run the ball too, and if there's nobody open, he'll tuck it and run, and he's definitely got some good legs, and he can definitely run the ball.
All right, some of the other things that you want to see out of your team there in week number 2.
Yeah, we just got to clean up the mistakes that we made last week. We were extremely physical. I expect our guys to be physical and hungry to get this win. We can't let Clayton Ridge pound the ball at us, and I don't believe they'll be able to. We've talked to our kids, and we're already working on it this week. If Clayton Ridge is going to have success, it's going to have to be through the air. We're bigger and more physical, I believe, up front than they are. And, we just want to make sure we impose our will on Clayton Ridge, that, our style of football, the Bulldog style, physical, hard-nosed football, hitting hard. And we saw some extremely hard hitting last week against New Hampton. And we just have to bring that this week. And if we can do that, and make good open field tackles, and don't blow any coverages, we feel really good about our chances to beat Clayton Ridge and go 1-1 here starting the season.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right, thanks, Dan.
MFL MarMac football coach Dan Anderson and his Bulldog team. The countdown to kickoff continues after this.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Guttenberg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we know that cars are complicated, but all they don't do is cook dinner and do your dishes. At Top Gun, we strive to keep up with all the complexities of new vehicles. We have all the scan tools and certified technicians to guarantee the repair is done right. Not only will it look like new and perform like new, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount programs. Whether it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, you'll save money at Top Gun. If it's that 30-point buck, you may get your whole deductible paid. Call Top Gun for details and schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
The Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic is a welcome addition to Northeast Iowa, offering extended hours for more accessible care. The clinic remains open over the lunch hour and offers early Monday morning and later Thursday evening appointments for your convenience. Call 568-5530 to schedule your appointment today. Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic. New clinic, more accessible care.
Exceptional caring people. Veterans Memorial.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
All right, hey, we're there, we're on.
Hold on 1 second. You're there?
Yep.
We weren't having audio, but now we have audio, so I guess we're okay.
But
Thanks, Sharon.
but it's not picking up. It's hello, check 1 2 3 4. It's like an echo. It's picking up. All right.
Zach's there. He's live.
Zach, are you there? Okay. I think it's an echo, but I think it's usable. So it's on Mixer.
Stronger
And now I switched it to Zeddy 8, and it's like getting really bad feedback. Hello, check 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I got it now. I think I got it figured out. So, Zach, are you there?
Thanks, sir.
Can you hear me, Zach? Okay. Are we? Can you hear me? Can you hear me in queue? Okay. How much is left in the ad? Okay, hit stop next, okay? And then we'll take it after this. Let me know when that ad is done. All right, and then text me to make sure you can hear us, okay? And once again, good evening, everybody. How you doing? Dan Behrens, along with, once again, Aaron Hammond. We welcome you here. Got a bit of an echo tonight for our ball game as we start with our matchup tonight on KCTN with MFL MarMac, and once again here, Clayton Ridge. Coach Hammond.
Yeah, we had a big matchup here. These two schools have a lot of history between each other. They're not big fans of one another, so there's going to be a lot of hard hitting out on the field tonight. We're working through some technical issues here, but for those of you joining us on YouTube, welcome to the YouTube channel. You could see in the camera the band for MFL MarMac has taken the field. A gorgeous night here, a little warm, a lot of water going to be needed for both teams on the sidelines tonight to keep them hydrated, but I think both of these teams are going to be ready to go.
All right, so let's talk about this matchup. We come into this matchup here. MFL MarMac dropped the ball game last week as they lost to Clayton Ridge. Let's talk about that ball, or thus to New Hampton, I should say, 22-19. Let's start there and let's talk with MFL MarMac.
Yeah, I think, you hate to say a good loss, but I think that was a good loss for MFL, a well-played game by both teams, a close game, and a good challenge for the Bulldogs. New Hampton's going to be, highly ranked over there in their district and in the state. So for MFL MarMac to compete like they did over there, saw some positives to take away from it. I think for the Bulldogs, Zach Driscoll, the sophomore, starting at quarterback, 9 for 12, 118 yards. So he had a nice ball game to kind of get his feet wet. We had some great defense. I was looking at some of their stats today. Tristan Kane, 10.5 tackles, 5 solos. Cade McElwain had 8.5 tackles, 2 solos. Taylor Hinsman, 7.5, 4 solos. So those kids are ready to go.
All right, so we think we've got the sound figured out. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll go through the starting lineups, get you caught up to date on Clayton Ridge. That and more. You're listening to the Countdown to Kickoff from KCTN Sports.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk On.
I should have moved over for that utility van.
I should have slowed down for that bucket truck.
I should have slowed down and moved over for that maintenance vehicle.
I should have known the law.
Did you know that in the state of Iowa, motorists are required by law to move over or slow down when approaching any stationary vehicle that has its flashing lights activated, including utility trucks and maintenance vehicles? Failing to do so can result in fines or the loss of your driver's license. So when you see flashing lights, move over or slow down, preferably both. It's the law, and it might just save a life. This safety message brought to you by Alamaki Clayton Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency. Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place, Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc., Monona, Konoko Flood Covering in Monona, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer in Elkader, Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, and by Bacon Concrete in Postville. Welcome back once again here to Monona, week number 2. All right, we've got things situated, figured out here in plenty of time for our matchup tonight with Clayton Ridge and MFL MarMac. Before the break, we talked about MFL MarMac. Let's talk about Clayton Ridge. And Kurt Ross had a great game at quarterback last week for them to lead them offensively in that win against Postville. But not available tonight. A dental procedure. He's on the sidelines tonight. Kyler Millard heads into the starting lineup.
Well, and you know, I don't think Kyler Millard is going to be a slouch at the quarterback position, but I think the big thing for the Eagles, that takes away a receiver for them. He had 6 catches, 85 yards as a receiver last week, including a touchdown. Not to mention Jace Fassbinder, the junior. He had 3 catches, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns. You take away one of those guys, and all of a sudden it becomes a little easier to slow down that passing game.
Now, also for Clayton Ridge, this is a step up competition-wise because, again, Postville is a team that is rebuilding. And the good news is Postville has good numbers this year. Got 35 kids out for football, so that's a good positive thing there. And they obviously gave Clayton Ridge some fits last week. They're going to have a tough run in Class 1A. But MFL MarMac is many considered to be in the cusp of the top 10 in Class 1A, a class ahead tonight. And this is a bigger physical team that they're going to see tonight.
Yeah, MFL MarMac is definitely, you know, a very physical team, and I think they're in the conversation for the district. This isn't an easy district for them whatsoever, so they're going to look at this as another tune-up game and, you know, throw a lot of things at Clayton Ridge, and a lot of things that Clayton Ridge didn't see last week. So they're going to have to be ready for a balanced attack, throwing the ball, running the ball, and I just don't know if they're ready for the speed they're going to see out of MFL MarMac.
All right, we, by the way, are running the camera tonight. We're running the entire broadcast from here, so bear with us the best you can. New headphones tonight.
Send all complaints directly to us. It's fine.
We'll try to get through it. All right, MFL MarMac won the flip, wearing their home black bottoms with the blue tops there, the yellow numbers, and, of course, the blue helmets with that yellow trim. Clayton Ridge, the away team. Hunter green bottoms with the silver trim. They have the white jerseys. Clayton Ridge across the front in hunter green with the green numbers there and the silver trim. But again, MFL MarMac has won the flip. They will be set to receive. The Bulldogs offense is anchored by Taylor Hersman. He's a 6'2", 226-pound senior, the center. Corbin McElwain is the right guard, 5'11", 208, a senior. The left guard, Hunter Meyer. He's a 6'2", 215-pound senior. The tackles are Bruce Deal, 6'1", a junior, 205 pounds. The right tackle is Aiden Schulte, 6'3", 314 pounds, and a sophomore. Cade McElwain is the starting tight end. He's 6', 185, and a junior. All those pieces back for MFL MarMac up front.
Well, yeah, and I think a lot of people talk about all the pieces they lost, but they forget about all those pieces that are coming back, and it starts up front.
Now, the wing back, you have Carter Decker, a healthy Carter Decker to start the season, a 5'11", 160-pound senior. But here's the big changes. Carver Blitz Benteen, the 6-foot junior, 191 pounds, moves from quarterback to fullback. Wyatt Powell moves into the running back spot, and he saw some time last year in the backfield in a backup role. He's a 6'1", 212-pound junior, and Zach Driscoll is the quarterback, stepping into that role as a sophomore, 6', 155 pounds. They feel they have the ability to throw the ball a little bit better perhaps this year, but they still want to run the football. That's what they do best.
Yeah, they're going to establish that run, but we saw that in the Denver game last year, the playoff game. Driscoll comes in cold and throws a bullet pass for a completion, so he's got the ability, he's got the tools to do that job.
All right, let's talk about Clayton Ridge defensively as they'll start out with that 3-5 defense, and actually more of a 3-4 look. But Joe Nyers is a 5'8" senior, 235 pounds, one of the defensive linemen, along with Trenton Reimer, a 5'7", 180-pound senior, and Brandon Schumann, a 6'1" senior at 235. The linebackers, Carson Dudley, he's a junior, 5'10", 160. Owen Ludovisi is a sophomore, 6'1", 185. Maddox Mosier is a sophomore, 5'10", 150. Kane Balsinger, another sophomore, 5'9", 150. Good athleticism, guys that can move, not necessarily the size, but some youth at the linebacker spot.
Yeah, some youth, and I think they'll flow well to of the ball. It's just that physicality is going to be something they're going to have to make up for.
The back end of that defense, experience. Tegan Palmer is a senior, 6 foot, 180 pounds, along with Kyler Millard, the 5'7" senior at 140. Jace Fossbinder is a junior, 5'8", 130. Jackson Smith is the other defensive back, 5'9", a junior, 145 pounds. Clayton Ridge to lunch it away. And for the Eagles, to lunch it away will be number 56, and that is Owen Ludovisi from the 40-yard line. Back to receive their blitz Benteen, and it's a short kick away as they try to go to the up back on the far side. Tried to go there left side to number 27 in Bryce Radeloff, but it goes out of bounds. It hit at the 30-yard line on the far side, kicked out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And the Bulldogs there will, I believe, take the penalty, march it 5 yards ahead. And that, as I say that, they're actually going to make Clayton Ridge kick off once again. So the Eagles will have to launch it from their 35-yard line. They're not content to take it at the 35-yard line. They want to try to get a return.
Well, and Clayton Ridge had kind of a short kick there, and I don't think MFL MarMac had a chance to really receive it. I think they want to get the ball and try to return
Decker is back. He's near side, and Powell are the deep backs at the 15-yard line, but Clayton Ridge is going to do everything they can to keep it out of the hands of those two. They want to make one of the up backs field it. In particular there, if they go short with maybe a blitz Benteen in that second level along with Schulte. So again, we'll mark it back 5 yards. We're not underway yet. Ludovisi to lunch it away from the 35-yard line, and again squicks it ahead, and catching it on the roll is Powell, who drops it at the 25 but recovers, brings it up outside the right hash mark. He's to the 40, down the far sideline now, inside Clayton Ridge territory and racing down the sidelines. He is gone. Wyatt Powell with a 75-yard kickoff return. Now you understand why they wanted the Eagles to kick it off again. And Powell, even though he dropped it, able to beat everybody down the sideline. And what a start for the Bulldogs.
That's a huge start for the Bulldogs. It's got to be crushing for Clayton Ridge. MFL won the toss, said we want the ball, and this is exactly why. Score first and score in that kind of fashion just kind of puts Clayton Ridge at their heels, kind of behind the sticks right away to start.
And again, Powell was able to move up, and he tried to catch it on the run coming in, almost like an outfielder trying to get a sinking line drive, and had it bounce off, but able to regroup. How many times do you see that, though, where somebody drops the kickoff but able to recover?
And then recover and just carry it in.
They will go for two. Double wing set. Powell to the left. Decker to the right. Blitz Benteen in the backfield. Driscoll with him under center here. And on the conversion, they give it to Blitz Benteen. Goes off left side. He's in for the conversion. The Bulldogs, a great start here. 8-0, the early lead. We've played 12 seconds. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet of Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place, Monona, Vorwald Enterprises, Inc. We begin the countdown to kickoff for our Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place, Monona, Vorwald Enterprises, Inc., Monona, Konocro Flood Covering in Monona, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Gottenburg, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer in Elkader, Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, and by Bacon Concrete in Postville. So it is 8-0, MFL MarMac in the lead, and the opening kickoff returned by Wyatt Powell. Bulldogs set to lunch it away. Number 58 will be Dylan Jones from the 40-yard line. Dylan, and this is a returnable kick, coming up for his Clayton Ridge, and Millard lets it bounce, picks it up at the 15-yard line. He brings it right side across the 30-yard line, brings it out to the 35-yard line, tackled just off that right hash mark by Tristan Kane. Nice return there by Millard, and that's where the Eagles take over on their first possession. For Clayton Ridge, offensively, again, the quarterback, Kyler Millard, 5'7", senior, 140. The running backs are Kane Ballsinger, 5'9", 150, a sophomore, along with Dudley at the running back spot, 5'10", 160, and a junior. Jackson Smith and Jace Fossbinder are the wide receivers, both 5'9", 5'8", about 140 pounds. Both of them are juniors. Gabe Cook is the tight end. He's a 6'2" freshman at 170. We'll go through the line in just a second. They run here out of pistol formation with Millard taking the snap, hands it off right side, and Ballsinger trying to bring it on right and near side across the 25-yard line, 35-yard line is actually where it's marked out of bounds there, where Powell making the stop after a 2-yard play. Kelby Severson is one of the offensive linemen, 5'8", 170. Joe Nyers is a guard at 5'8", 235, and a senior. Tristan Reimer is the center. He is a senior, 5'7", 180. Owen Ludovesi, the other guard, 6'1", 185, and a sophomore. And Brandon Schumann is the right tackle there for the Eagles. So it's going to be now second down, 8 yards to go. 2-yard pickup there by Ballsinger. Back to Millard. Low snap, gets it on one hop, brings it right side, makes a defender miss. He brings it just outside the numbers at the 40-yard line, out to the 41-yard line. Decker in support. Also there as well as number 27 for MFL MarMac. In pursuit there was Bryce Radeloff. Pickup of about 3, brings up a 3rd and long. For MFL MarMac defensively now, as we run down their starters, the nose guard Tristan Kane, 5'8", 160, a junior. The defensive ends are Bryce Deal and Taylor Hersman. The linebackers, Blitz Benteen, McElway, Schlee, and Powell. The safety is Cole Allert, 5'9", a senior. Free safety is Carter Decker. Elias Hatt and Bryce Radeloff are your cornerbacks. Third down, closer to 5 yards to go. At the 41-yard line, back to Millard. Toss play, right side. Ballsinger trying to get to the corner, and there is no chance. In pursuit, number 61 for MFL MarMac, closing things down in a hurry, Bryce Deal, who came from right side all the way across the line of scrimmage, makes that play, and it's a loss of 2 yards for the Eagles.
Yeah, and the Eagles are definitely in a punt situation here. Just couldn't get a lot going offensively there. It's got to be frustrating after giving up the opening touchdown.
So they will launch it away. Back to receive Decker. Also back there as well for MFL MarMac is Radeloff. They're split with Decker to the near side, split along the hash marks. And Clayton Ridge to launch it away. Getting the kick away is number 35 in Jace Fossbinder, and wisely kicks it away from Decker. It goes out of bounds. They'll mark it ahead, though, to the 40-yard line, push it out to about the 42-yard line, and that's where they take over. First down, 10 yards to go. About a 24-yard punt, but more importantly, no return. But the Bulldogs still great field position.
Yeah, Bulldogs are going to start off here, close to midfield. They're in a great field position, and we'll see what they bring out offensively. Haven't seen them have a snap yet here in this game.
All right, let's get to our officiating crew. It's Dennis Reimer's crew, Wayne Cusick, Tom Miner, Mark Wiley, and Rod Varner, our crew tonight. And it is first down, 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs. They line up with 3 receivers to the right. And you see Decker in the slot. Alone in the backfield, Blitz Benteen, and Driscoll with him under center. First down, 10 yards to go, and it's a play left end. Trying to get around there is Powell. He makes a defender miss at the 45-yard line inside Eagle territory, where he's tripped up but stumbles ahead to the 46-yard line. And a nice pickup there by MFL MarMac on first down. Jackson Smith was able to at least take the legs out from him, and Powell would have had another chance to break a big play.
He was elusive. Now I see what he did on the backside of that first play. Just very elusive, slippery through the hole there, and just power once he gets into the secondary.
3 minutes into our opening quarter. Bulldogs, their first offensive possession, but leading 8-0. Double wing set. Blitz Benteen is behind Decker. First down, 10 yards to go. Powell goes in motion, but Blitz Benteen, the fullback, he's got a solid 5 yards, continues to run up the middle, right up the gut at the heart of the Eagle defense. Gets down to about the 36-yard line, 9-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, good hard running there, giving it to the upback, Blitz Benteen, and he found a way to squeak out there 9 yards, just running hard, carrying a couple of tacklers with him.
Clayton Ridge has usually caused some problems against MFL MarMac with what they do defensively.
Yeah, we'll see some run blitz out of them. We'll see them try to disrupt this running game, force them into a passing situation, but not so far. They've been running really strong.
And it is second down and a yard to go. So back to the double wing set. From the 36-yard line on second down. Nobody in motion, but now Decker does, and he gets the fake handoff. Nope, Driscoll's going to throw the football. Rolling out to the right, flushed out of the pocket, but he's able to avoid pressure, brings it right side, and he's out of the pocket. Down the sideline at the 20-yard line, spins ahead down inside the 15-yard line. He was able to go around right end, way around right end. Maddox Mosier missed the angle at him, and Driscoll scampers down the sideline with a good chunk of yardage on second and short.
Yeah, he eluded that first rusher, and once he got to the corner, there was a lot of green space. He just kind of opened it up.
23 yards on that, you'd say?
23 yards.
First down, 10 yards to go. So the Bulldogs picking up chunks of yardage and they're down to the 13-yard line. They operate from the right hash mark. Powell moves into the backfield to the left of Blitz Benteen, the fullback. And on first down, 10 yards to go, they give it to Blitz Benteen, draw play, and he brings it inside the 10-yard line down to about the 9-yard line, stacked up there up front by the Eagles. Coming up in run support was number 5 and Tegan Palmer, the linebacker, but still solid yards on first down. I'd say 6 yards on that. For MFL MarMac, probably closer to 5.
Yeah, good gain there on first down. Doing a nice job establishing that run so far, and Clayton Ridge hasn't had an answer, hasn't slowed it down quite yet.
So 2nd down and 5, and that is their shortest gain so far in the first 5 minutes. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. And Driscoll all on count at the line of scrimmage and looking to roll out to the left. He's got a receiver open, throws it short. That is caught near side by Blitz Benteen out of the backfield. Catches it at the 5-yard line, brings it down the sideline and in for the score. Floated perfectly by Driscoll, hit Blitz Benteen out of the backfield on a little flare to the left. And the Bulldogs have 2 touches in 2 scores. They lead 14-0.
Yeah, that was just a nice little rollout going to his left and floated that up there. Good block on the outside there by the receivers, the wide receivers, to open that up for Blitz Benteen to walk in for that touchdown.
And now they will try the conversion. Let's see if they try for 2 once again. So MFL MarMac, a special teams touchdown to start the ball game, and now a very short drive that goes 58 yards in just a handful of plays. They will go for the conversion. Blitz Benteen alone in the backfield. From the left hash mark is where they operate from. Driscoll has him in motion as Powell brings it right side, gets the handoff, goes off guard, right side, and in untouched for the conversion. MFL MarMac, a great start, leading 16-0. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
So it's 16-0. MFL MarMac in the lead here. And again, 7 minutes exactly left in our opening quarter. To launch it away will be Dylan Jones for the second time. Jones, a left-footed kicker, high kick, and catching it there is Clayton Ridge, and back to receive their Ballsinger. Brings it at the right hash mark across the 25-yard line, caught it inside the 20, brings it out near the 30-yard line. Not a bad return at all. And it's first down, 10 yards to go for the Eagles at their own 30-yard line. So Clayton Ridge knows they don't want to get into an up-and-down game with MFL MarMac. It's going to have to be a ball-controlled approach there on offense tonight.
Yeah, definitely. They're just going to have to pound away. They're going to have to find a way to establish that run a little better and then maybe get a chance to stretch them out with the pass once they've sucked in a little bit.
So they'll start from their own 30-yard line with their second possession. Their first possession went 3 and out. Kyler Millard, his first start at the quarterback spot. And they run. They'll try to spread MFL MarMac out defensively. A receiver split left and right. And you have Palmer in the backfield to the right there of, again, Millard. Gets the snap. Millard tries to bring it around right end, and there's a host of Bulldogs in pursuit. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Stopped right at the numbers on the near side at the 30-yard line. Rattle off Blitz Benteen among the players there, but McElwain from one of the end spots was able to get across the field once again, just flowing with the traffic, going through untouched, and they lose a yard.
Yeah, McElwain was right there and did a nice job of just flowing, getting to the ball, and kind of blowing that up before it had a chance to really develop. And here's Clayton Ridge, second and long, and still scratching their heads trying to establish this run.
And Clayton Ridge knows we can't run at MFL MarMac, so we're going to have to try to.
Yeah, got to get outside somehow.
Yep, somehow. Second down, 11 yards to go. And Palmer to the left now here once again of the quarterback Millard. Millard to throw the football. Looking to step up, but again it is closed down, and he's going to lose more yardage back to the 30-yard line. They lose a total of 7 yards on that. Good pressure again by MFL MarMac. Millard just didn't have time as he rolled out to the right.
Yeah, no time whatsoever there. Nice job by the Bulldogs pursuing him, not giving him time to get rid of that ball, and here we are third and a long ways to go.
Yep, so you've lost yardage. It's third down and 20 yards to go. 5.5 left here in our opening quarter. 2 receivers to the left, a receiver to the right, and now you've put yourselves in a really tough position on third and very long. And the Bulldogs have, again, 7 guys at the line of scrimmage. Snap back to Millard, trying to buy some time. Millard has some time, steps up, but it closes down. Again, nothing open down the field and just not enough time. McElwain, Tristan Kane there as well. Back to the 10-yard line. They lose another 9 yards. And it's going to be fourth and a long ways to go here for Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, just not able to get anything started here. No time whatsoever to throw the ball, and not able to get outside to establish that run. They're going to have to punt this and try to play field position, and you got a couple of dangerous guys back here looking to receive this punt.
It is fourth down and basically Watson to go. So they will punt from their own end zone. And that is going to be, again, Mosier to launch it away as he stands inside the goal line, gets the quick kick out of there. It was a low snap, but it bounces into Radloff at the 40-yard line, and he brings it right side. Radloff's inside the 20-yard line, brings it right side inside the 15, 10, right pylon, goes in for the score. Touchdown, got it. In 3 touches, they have had a kickoff return and now a punt return for a touchdown. 22-0, the Bulldogs in the lead.
And that punt just kind of squibbed out there and hit Radloff. It hit a nice bounce right into his arms, and away he went and snaked his way down there and got himself a touchdown.
So, again, it is now 22-0, and they will try for the conversion. A great job by Mosier getting it out of there. It was a low snap, but because of the hop, Radloff was able to catch it and just hit the ground running. So they'll try with the conversion here, leading 22-0. In our opening quarter. And now Clayton Ridge wants a timeout. So we'll take this quick break with him. Back with the conversion coming up. 22-0 is your score. Let's take this break. TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? TNT Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at TNT Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop into Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town, family-friendly business with locations in Guttenberg, Postville, and Waukon. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
So again, our score, it is 22-0. Clayton Ridge taking a timeout, making sure they have the right personnel on the field. The other thing is here, just maybe catch your breath type timeout.
I think so. Make sure we got the right personnel, just kind of a regroup, catch your breath. Get them, we know there's going to be a kickoff, so they got to get themselves regrouped and ready to play offense again.
So they will try for the conversion once again. They kind of went away from the PAT in last week's ball game, and it's, again, your conversion attempt. And they give it to Powell, trying to get around left end. A good job by Clayton Ridge stacking it up, but Powell spins away and able to go in for the conversion. The Eagles had Chris Gebhardt with a shot at him there, but because Powell was able to spin away, he runs in for the conversion. So with 4:32 left in the opening act, 24-0, MFL MarMac in the lead.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Agent Lanny Keel, your local New York life insurance company agent in Carnifillo, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your NEPA dealer in Monona, Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, and Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. So again, it is 24-0. MFL MarMac has a kickoff return and a punt return, and they have a short drive for their 3 touchdowns here, and the conversion good on both. That was a rattle off with a 40-yard punt return and the conversion run by Powell. So to launch it away once again here is going to be Jones. Jones, shorter kick, picked up by Ballsinger, middle of the field, 12-yard line, brings it now across the hash mark across the left side, out to the 30-yard line, 31-yard line, 19-yard return, first down, 10 yards to go at their own 31-yard line. All right, so you're Clayton Ridge here now. You've had a couple of opportunities. You went backwards offensively. Now you just got to try to find something that you can build on here.
Well, and you talked about it. It's hard to run right at the heart of this MFL MarMac defense, so you got to try to get to the edge, try to stretch them out a little bit, try to find a corner, try to find a seam. I think they need to block up front and maybe try to do a little screen pass or something across the middle, just kind of something in the crease to get some positive gains here.
They'll have 3 receivers to the right, and in the backfield, Ballsinger is to the left of Millard. So it's first down, 10 yards to go at their own 30-yard line. They operate from the left hash mark. Millard to throw the football. It's an inside screen play, tried to go to the wide receiver, just a curl in. The pass intended for Jace Fossbinder, but again, the ball bounces in the dirt as it goes to the right hash mark because as Millard was getting rid of it, there was pressure, and it's incomplete. Second down and 10.
Well, and those of you joining us, if you didn't hear, no Kurt Ross tonight. You know, he's not playing, so Millard's into this situation, didn't throw the ball last week, so he's still getting a feel for the quarterback position. Very capable, but maybe some of those jitters in that new position tonight.
And as Coach Mosier said, we're going to run everything. We feel confident with Kyler moving into the quarterback spot here, and it's second down, 10 yards to go, but he's got to have some time to operate. Second down, 10 yards to go from their own 31-yard line. Low snap, but Millard able to dig it out there, brings it left side, and he's across the 35-yard line, steps out of bounds. Short of the 35-yard line is where they mark it, but some positive yards there. That's a 6-yard pickup. They ran to the short side of the field.
Yeah, that's a positive. They have to build off of that. Got a little gain here. It would be huge for Clayton Ridge's offense to try to pick up a first down here, keep this drive going.
Yep. Again, you're looking for positives here. You'd like to get a drive, finish off a drive, get back into the ball game, but it's got to start with some consistency moving to football. They really feel like it's going to be tough to get a big play against MFL MarMac defensively because of the speed the Bulldogs have.
I don't think that's what they're looking for, but they're looking for consistency, 4 or 5 yards if they can on every play, just to keep a drive going.
Receiver split left and right. Ballsinger has moved over to the right side now of Millard, and it's third down. Snap back to Millard, and he's hit as he tries to bring right side around right end. There is no chance. McElwain, the first one. They tried to overload that right side of the line, but the Bulldogs beat him up front. They lose yardage back to the 30-yard line, and it's 4th and 11 right now. So there's, again, you're behind the sticks.
Yeah, and they're going to have to punt this away, and it's got to be frustrating because this offense hasn't gotten anything going. They did have a nice gain there on second down, but not able to do anything there on third down.
And now you figure that MFL MarMac is going to get good field position here again. So back to punt is Maddox Mosier at his own 17-yard line. Gets the snap and correction. It's actually Jace Fossbinder, number 35, but catching is Decker. He's got a chance. Decker at the 40-yard line brings it near side, 50-yard line. He now races to the outside, and he's gone. 40, 30, 20, 10. State track speed. Back-to-back punt returns for touchdowns. 30-0 Bulldogs in the lead. Wow.
That was just he reversed the field on him. Clayton Ridge was doing a nice job of pursuing on the right side of the field. He just reversed the field to the far side, and he was gone.
So officially, I believe, a 58-yard punt return by Decker. And that was Decker finding a hole at midfield, and when he made the cut against the grain, no chance there. There's nobody in the backside.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of guys in the field that are fast enough to catch him anyway, but when he has that much open area and the pursuit had bad angles, they were out of position, they just had no chance of catching him, and another score there for the Bulldogs here in this first quarter.
So they will try to go for the conversion here. And it is Driscoll with them under center. So here is your conversion attempt. They're 3 for 3 so far. They're on the football. They're inside. It's number 5. And I think, is that Blitz Benteen now wearing number 5? But he brings it right side. The conversion is good. So 3:24 to go in your opening act. It is now 32-0. Let's take this break. Bulldogs in the lead. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Gothenburg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Dylan Jones again launches it away and picked up by Millard at the 20-yard line, brings it right up the middle, across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the Eagles take over. First down, 10 yards to go at their own 32-yard line with 3:19 left in the opening quarter. MFL MarMac has one drive in this football game, 3 special teams touchdowns.
Well, and Clayton Ridge has touched the ball. This is now their fourth time. They started on their 35, their 30, their 31, their 32, and have had a hard time getting anything started.
And not bad field position to start for Clayton Ridge.
No. Just not able to get that offense moving on a consistent basis, and they got to look to build here.
2 receivers to the left, a receiver to the right, and they're on the football, and carrying it is number 5, Tegan Palmer, trying to go around right end, and he's tackled right at the 30-yard line by number 33 in pursuit in Austin Schlee, the senior linebacker. So the linebackers getting to the backs as they try to get around edge, and that's a loss, actually, of a yard. Back to the 30, I'd say a loss of 2. Second down, 12 yards to go.
Well, and those linebackers for MFL MarMac are doing a nice job of shedding the defender, breaking up that edge. The offense for Clayton Ridge is not able to hold that edge right now, and that's why they're getting into the backfield and making those tackles for loss.
So second down and long, 2 receivers to the left, a receiver to the right. They operate from the right hash mark, and again, Millard has Palmer to the left of him. They send it back in motion in Ballsinger, and they're going to run it with Palmer. Right side, little room across the 30, gets ahead to the original line of scrimmage, picks up 2. That was a nice lead block by number 76 for Clayton Ridge and Brandon Schumann, and they'd love to run behind Schumann. He's one of their more experienced players up front. He's a 6'1" senior at 235. And if you can get behind him, get some forward yardage.
Yeah, nice big body there to follow behind Schumann if they can get him as a lead blocker. But, when you have 2 or 3 linebackers coming through that hole, you can't block them all if you've only got one guy.
Second down, 12 yards to go, we'll call it. Moving into the slot for Clayton Ridge is number 24 in Carson Dudley, who now moves over to the left side in the slot. But here's a 3rd and 10 for Clayton Ridge. Back to Ballsinger, Millard throws a slant play. It is caught. Jace Fossbinder over the middle of the field at the 38-yard line, short of first down. Nice tackle there by Radloff, who had him in coverage one-on-one. They try to clear out, then throw underneath. Picked up some solid yardage to the 38-yard line, but it's 4th down for Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, and they're going to have to kick this away again, but nice catch there by the Eagles.
Difference of being 3rd and 10 there. You pick up 6 yards. If it's 3rd and 5, you're able to move the chains. But instead, you'll punt without a first down. And back to receive, and now I believe we're going to have another timeout taken by Clayton Ridge as Coach Mosier uses his second timeout. We'll keep it right here as he talks things over with his special teams. And the conversation is going to be here, kick it out of bounds, huh?
Well, I don't think you can kick it to any of these returners because they've obviously showed they've got the speed to get through, but I think you got to have a little heart here out of this Clayton Ridge special teams and out of the defense coming up. We got to get some stops. We got to slow these guys down. We got to start wrapping up a little earlier they're getting 3 or 4 yards before they're being touched.
All right, so the second timeout taken by the Eagles. Our first score of the night, Springville and Edco. Edco has scored, leading that ball game
14-0. They scored early, and then they recovered a fumble, got that in for a touchdown. So they're up 14-0.
We'll see Edco next week at Central City. Get you update on the Bellevue Starmont game, North Fayette Valley and Sumner Fred, Jessup Postville as well. Meanwhile, we still have 1:23 to go in our first quarter. It is 32-0. MFL MarMac in the lead, and Jace Fossbinder will be punting it away, number 35, from his own 25-yard line. Decker and Powell back to receive, and each of them have a punt return for a touchdown here. That's the thing. 3 special teams returns, and they look to kick it away. And this ball is bouncing at the 40-yard line. Decker's going to get a chance again. 30-yard line, makes a defender miss, brings it near side to the 40-yard line, 42-yard line. Better job by the Eagles. Didn't let him get into the open. Decker had to kind of just step his way up the sideline. A 12-yard return. And mission accomplished by the Eagles. Ball did go into the hands of Decker, but good special teams coverage there, and you only gave him limited room. It's a 12-yard return, and the Bulldogs still good field position.
That was good coverage by the Eagles, getting downfield and kind of that rugby style, almost out of Fassbinder, give himself some time, give his defenders some time to get downfield, and able to slow down Decker there before he can get anything started.
So that timeout, well spent by Clayton Ridge, making sure what they wanted to do. First down, 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs, just their second offensive series. And they start from their own 42-yard line. Double wing set, Radloff goes in motion, gets the handoff, jet sweep right side, he's got a hole, brings it across the 50-yard line, and makes a defender there stand him up until the rest of the defense gets there. But it's still a 10-yard gain. Radloff tried to run over the defender, and up from the secondary was number 55 for Clayton Ridge. Number 55 there is actually Lane Rourke, who is a freshman, made that play. But still a 10-yard pickup, 11 yards as we go inside a minute left in our first quarter.
Yeah, nice pickup there. A good gain by Radloff getting it there on the motion play. And again, Clayton Ridge not able to set that edge and not able to prevent that from getting
inside their own 48-yard line, inside Eagle territory. Double wing set for MFL MarMac. Could be our final play of the quarter. They hand it Wyatt Powell inside, counterplay to Radloff. Radloff makes a defender miss as he goes inside the 45-yard line and dragging ahead there. Balsinger makes the tackle, able to hang on to the leg before Balsinger is finally able to bring him down at the 41-yard line. So Kane Balsinger stayed low, but an 8-yard pickup, 7-yard pickup on that play.
Yeah, good gainer there by Radloff, kind of on the counter. Clayton Ridge, good pursuit from the backside to help on that, but we still need a little more penetration up front if they're going to slow down this Bulldog offense.
Looks like the Bulldogs trying to get off another play, and they can. Driscoll to throw the football, rolling out left side, looking for number 5. That's Blitz Benteen, catches it near side on the sidelines. He's down inside the 20, 10, tiptoes down the sideline, and goes in for the score. It is now 40-0. Correction, 38-0, and on the final play of the opening quarter, just a little hitch play to the left side, and Blitz Benteen races down the sidelines. That is a 43-yard reception. 38-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was just a hard run in there by Blitz Benteen once he got that, but 43 yards, he scampers in for that touchdown. That's his second receiving touchdown of this evening.
So again, this is a situation where they will go for 2 in what an opening quarter by MFL MarMac tonight. Blitz Benteen wearing number 5, and he looked like McShane, Cullen McShane, who wore number 5 last year. He switched jerseys during this game with a problem with his jersey number 2. They go for the conversion. Driscoll to throw the football. Looking left side for Powell in the end zone. Pass throwing short. Powell, does he hang on to it? He does. Powell went down to get it. And a nice play on the far pylon. Just inside the right pylon, they get the conversion. It's been a perfect opening quarter. MFL MarMac 40. Clayton Ridge nothing. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking Account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Grau Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, LTI and Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Furniture Showcase and Allwine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments, and Car Auto Group. So it is 40-0. MFL MarMac in the lead as we have now finished the first quarter, and the Bulldogs will kick off here to start the second quarter. That's about as clean of a first quarter as you are going to see a team play, no matter who you're playing.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter what team it is, who you're playing. You know, to have a couple of punt returns, to run the opening kickoff back, a couple nice drives for them. One finished off, or both of them finished off with nice passes for Driscoll. What a first quarter, and Clayton Ridge scratching their heads, trying to regroup, trying to get back into this. Hopefully more positives in the second quarter.
You know, in talking with Coach Mosier the last couple of weeks during our countdown show, he said he really believes that this MFL MarMac team, he thought in a lot of ways, could be better by the end of the season than what last year's team was.
Well, you talk about replacing some of those big pieces. I think the big question mark for the Bulldogs is who's going to step up and fill those, and are they going to, figure it out quick enough to, really make an impact? And I think so far tonight they've proven, hey, we can compete. We can score at will.
Again, the Bulldogs return just about everybody up front. Now they feel like that maybe we can throw the ball, keep teams guessing a little bit better here. And obviously they still have some speed. Again, you don't have that experience you had with McHugh and McShane yet. But these kids may get into that experience role.
They're looking good so far, Dan.
And to launch it away is going to be Dylan Jones. Jones from the 40-yard line, short kick. Clayton Ridge goes down on a knee, catches it at the 25-yard line, and it's down right there. That was Dudley who caught it, but again, came down on the knee, so that ball is down right there at the 25-yard line. This is actually, for the Eagles, their poorest starting field position at their own 25-yard line, but trailing 40-0. Another score to pass along. Starmont leads Bellevue 12-7 in the second quarter. So Starmont lost to a pretty nice Sumner Fred team last week, but it is they lead Bellevue 12-7 in the second quarter. Starmont trying to rebound, and that's a brand new team pretty much.
That is. That's a big regrouping there.
So the Eagles down 40-0 here. This is at the point where your Clayton Ridge, again, you're focusing on what you can do better now here, because we talk about they lost a number of seniors, so you've still got kids playing into their roles. Three receivers to the left. Millard runs out of pistol formation and rolls out to the left looking to throw the football. Has some time, throws it now out of bounds as his receiver who he was looking for, number 33 there in Maddox Mosier, thought that he was going to be running, and he actually went downfield to block. And Fossbinder throws it out of bounds, or correction there, I should say. Millard throws it out of bounds right into the Clayton Ridge bench, incomplete. There is an Eagle or a Bulldog that is down, and this may be a penalty against Clayton Ridge on a backside block against an MFL MarMac defender, may have clipped him.
Yeah, it was hard to tell there as that play was developing, because Millard was flowing out here, and the receiver just miscommunication, turned his head, thought Millard was going to tuck it and run. But nice block back by one of those receivers. But I don't know if that defender got his head turned, or if he caught him from behind before he had a chance to get those feet down.
Well, the penalty is going to be marked all the way inside the 10-yard line, so it's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of where the penalty occurred. So the penalty occurred at the 15-yard line. That was 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. We'll find out who the Bulldog is down, which is always a concern. But anytime you see that block, and it was an Eagle, one of the receivers on that side was helping out to try to take care of the edge, but actually with the block there, and good news here, is getting up for MFL MarMac, I believe, is now number...
Is that number 58?
Yeah, that's what we're double-checking. Number 50, actually, is who that is. 50. And that is going to be, once again, Taylor Hersman, who is a senior, 6'2", 225. See him kind of holding the ribs a little bit. But you're up 40-0, and I don't know if he'll be back in this ball game. Not necessarily needed at this point. But that's always that block. That's a dangerous block.
It is. And you're not faulting the blocker for Clayton Ridge because he sees his quarterback rolling out. He's trying to protect him, keep that from happening, but always a dangerous one there.
So now it's 1st and 25, and Millard from his own end zone gets the snap, rolls out left, and then throws it, looking for Fassbinder on the near side, but he's so well covered. Tried to throw it towards the sideline, reaching out for it. The pass intended for William Rote. Rote had to go off his hands, but there was just nowhere to put it. Excellent coverage there. Correction by number 12. Elias Hatt had the coverage. The pass was actually intended for Jace Fassbinder, number 35. Number 12 was for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, nice defense there by number 12 for the Bulldogs. Just kind of slowing that receiver down.
I like the idea of Clayton Ridge getting Millard to the edge there, try to give him some high percentage passes to throw, but again, the coverage good by MFL MarMac.
Well, and when you're facing 2nd and 25 and you're in the shadow of your own end zone.
2nd down, 25 yards to go. Remember, our clock now runs with a 35-point rule in effect in the first half now. So back to Millard, runs it out of, again, pistol formation. Ballsinger brings it around left side, across the 10-yard line, out to the 12-yard line. Ballsinger got it around left end. He went in motion from right to left, snap back to Millard. Positive yardage there for the Eagles, but out to the 12-yard line, and it's still 3rd down and quite a ways to go, as the Eagles do not have a first down yet.
Yeah, they haven't recorded a first down. I think that's a positive gain there for Ballsinger. Get some yards under his belt. You could get some positives, but a long ways to go here yet for the Eagles.
Well, and again, with the clock moving now, with the 35-point rule in effect, and remember, it used to be that didn't take effect till the second half.
Correct.
But now, at the end of the first quarter, that goes into effect. So 3 receivers to the right. Eagles trying to get lined up here as Jackson Smith gets to the left sideline area and lines up as a receiver. 3rd and actually 22. Back to Millard. Millard to throw the football again. Has to step up. Going to be dropped for a loss at the 2-yard line. Powell came weak side off the left side untouched. They go all the way back to the 3-yard line. It is 4th down and forever for the Eagles as the Bulldogs able to get back there. No time for Millard.
Yeah, nice pursuit there by Powell to get him almost in the end zone there, 2 yards out, but now the Eagles have to punt from the back of their own end zone, and this is always dangerous no matter what level you're at.
And you're going to see for MFL MarMac, starters are going to continue, at least on this return, but at some point they're probably going to go to the bench, and it definitely will be for the second half. And the Eagles set to punt it away with Fassbinder in the back of the end zone. So the Eagles have went backwards on every possession. They are minus yardage. Low snap. Good job by Fassbinder. Low kick kicks it out of there. Bounces at the 30-yard line. Radeloff picks it up. Radeloff trying to bring it around left side. No gain. 35-yard line. Good special teams coverage. They're able to get down there. Dudley makes the play. Also there as well for Clayton Ridge in pursuit was number 56 and Owen Ludovisi. First down, 10 yards to go at their own 32-yard line. Still great field position for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, it's starting, in a point-blank range here. Try to punch another one in.
We'll get the lights turned on up here at our studio, our mobile studio tonight. First down, 10 yards to go. Inside 8 minutes left in our third quarter. Bulldogs do continue with their starters. And again, you up 40-0. But these are skill position guys that need reps.
They do. They need reps. They, looks like we're going to march something off here, Dan. But they need those reps. They need, just to get some experience out there. I don't think we'll see a lot of them in the second half. But I think here in the second quarter, we're still going to see quite a bit of them.
All right, we had a penalty, and it's apparently against MFL MarMac. I never saw a flag. We have no explanation what the penalty was. But they back it up to the 47-yard line, and that's where MFL MarMac takes over. So a 15-yard penalty against MFL MarMac there, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't know if it was maybe a taunting penalty or a late hit or something like that, but definitely something against the Bulldogs. Backs them up a little bit, makes this a little more manageable for the Eagles. Try to slow down this Bulldog offense.
Yeah, MFL MarMac is 2 for 2 as far as offensive possessions in this ball game. Otherwise, it's been a special teams barrage. First down, 10 yards to go. 47-yard line is where they operate. Bad snap and fumbling the football is Driscoll coming out from center, but MFL MarMac bounces continue to go their way. Falling down up front on it is number 53, and that is Hunter Meyer, the guard, able to fall on it. So a bad exchange, and these are things that you still need to work on because this is a first-year starting quarterback for MFL MarMac.
Right, and those are the kind of things that if they don't get those repetitions, those chances to just run the offense, those things can happen at more crucial times than right now.
Second down, 11 yards to go. MFL MarMac's first negative play in this football game. 6.5 to go. Clock continues to move here in our second quarter. Second down, 11 yards to go. They run it up the middle. Blitz Benteen. Blitz Benteen runs over a defender at the 40-yard line, reaches ahead to the 38-yard line. Did not try to run around him, tried to run through him. And Blitz Benteen picks up 8 yards, brings up 3rd and short for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, nice run there by Blitz Benteen, and he gets into that secondary of the Eagles and just ran over a linebacker to get those extra yards, falling forward all the time.
And again, we'll try to get you some more updates here as we continue. We're going to be way ahead of everybody tonight as far as games that are going on tonight. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. And under center is Driscoll, and he's going to run the football right side, trying to get around edges. Powell, he does, 40-yard line, brings it back to the middle of the field, and there's no chance. He's just that fast. 20, 10, gone. Touchdown, got it. Powell with a touchdown run. This one 36 yards. 46-0. The Bulldogs continue to roll here in the first half.
Yeah, nice run there by Powell. Very patient, waiting for that hole to open. And once it did, he accelerated through that awful quickly.
So, wow. Just got into the open there, and Powell with great speed. Powell, who looks, and this is just a guess, but I would say maybe 10 pounds heavier than last year. I mean, he's a fast kid anyway.
It's muscle. I think, he's been in the weight room this summer, putting on some of those pounds, those positive, muscular pounds that you like to see, but he looks very physical out there on the football field.
So they will try for the conversion here to try to add on to a 46-0 lead. Driscoll under center. Powell is in the backfield. Also there behind him is Blitz Benteen. So here's your conversion. And Driscoll, long snap count, gets it back to Blitz Benteen. It is on a halfback draw, and he's able to bring it right up the middle, untouched for the conversion. MFL MarMac adding on 48-0 in the lead. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
It's back to school time again, and that means the fall sports season is in full swing. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona wish all of our area cross-country, volleyball, and football student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Get out and support your local school sports teams this fall. Family Dentistry of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona. Myers Auto Service in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg. Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Culligan Water Conditioning of Elkader. And by RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. So MFL MarMac leads by a score of 48-0, and to launch it away once again is number 58. And that, once again, there is Dylan Jones, and it's a short kick that bounces at the 30, and it's down right there. Ballsinger able to go down there. Also there is Keegan Palmer. They're able to go down, pick it up at the 29-yard line. No return. They hang on to it. First down, 10 yards to go at their own 29-yard line. Another score to pass along. Jessup leads Postville in the second quarter, 22-0, and Edco leading Springville 30-0 in the second quarter. So they've opened things up. North Fayette Valley and Sumner Fred, that is a 7:30 start tonight. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, you've got 5 minutes to work with here in our first half. Clock is moving, and you trail by a score of 48-0. Receiver split left and right. Palmer is to the left there of Millard. And it's first down, 10 yards to go. And a high snap, but Millard able to handle it. Looking to block out there. He brings it around left end across the 30-yard line. Nice job by Millard. Just kind of picks his way near side, pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Picks up 7 yards on first down play.
Yeah, and that's a great gain there for the Eagles on first down, just to get the positive yardage. Nice job on the patience by Millard to get that nice gain.
Games like this, you're always concerned, but you see Carter Decker kind of limping as he makes his way back to the sidelines for MFL MarMac. It's a team that's going to bring in some players as we continue to roll on here in this ball game, but you never like to see that. A kid that you're going to rely on this year. So it's second down. 5-yard pickup is what they officially called on first down. And they run the football with Palmer. Palmer up the middle, runs into a Bulldog defender, but able to get forward yardage. 35 to the 36-yard line. Again, running at the heart of the MFL MarMac defense. Schlee makes the play. Third down, we'll call it 3 yards to go. Closer to 2. First down for the Eagles here is what they're looking for to keep this thing moving.
And I think that would be a positive, something to build off of, get that first down. Maybe get MFL MarMac stay on the field with their defense a little longer and force the issue here.
So 3rd down and short. The Eagles have not been in any 3rd and short situation. Everything's been 3rd and long. First series, I think they had a 3rd and 5. Otherwise, it's been 3rd and a long ways to go. And it's 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And now I believe we've got a timeout. MFL MarMac wants a timeout. Continue to work on things. So we'll take this break with them. 3:45 to go in our first half. 48-0. MFL MarMac in the lead. Let's take this break. Unfortunately, car accidents always seem to come out of nowhere. Introducing the I didn't expect the accident, but I was prepared for it policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Contact Julie Depke, agent, at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
A gorgeous night here in Monona. And again, the clear skies. The clouds have moved out earlier today. Had some rain. Field's in great shape here. It's always been in great shape since they've redone the crown here a few years ago.
Yeah, it looks wonderful. Kudos to all the turf management they did up here. But Clayton Ridge looking to pick up a first down here.
3rd down, 2 yards to go, and a snap there. The Bulldogs actually enter the neutral zone. They are wisely pointing to Clayton Ridge, and the officials are going to talk there. But I think MFL MarMac may have moved offside. So for the Eagles, it's your first down of the football game, and you take it any way you can get it.
Any way you can get it, they'll take this. Maybe they went on a different snap count there, something they talked about in the timeout, but definitely got Bulldogs off their cadence a little bit, a positive here. Now they need to get another first down and keep the sticks moving.
Not sure who that guilty party was for the Bulldogs jumping up front. I know it was not Tristan Kane, the nose guard, who's not your typical nose guard, but such a pretty good wrestler, so he's able to stay low up front.
He's physical and he's low up front. He does a great job.
First down, 10 yards to go. Snap to Miller, brings it near side, turns the corner, 40-yard line, steps out of bounds at the 43-yard line, and he's tackled there by Cole Allard, up from the secondary, but a 4-yard pickup on first down. This is what the Eagles want to do with the football, and if it's not Ross, who of course is missing this ball game tonight, for Clayton Ridge, but Millard, whoever they have at quarterback, they want him to be a dual threat.
Yeah, they want him to be able to run the ball as needed, but they also need him, to throw the ball. And we talked about it in the pregame. Millard is one of the targets that Ross hit a lot last week. Now he's in the quarterback position, so they need to find another target, somebody who can get open, catch the ball, get some positive gains.
2nd down, 7 yards to go. 3-yard pickup on first down. Eagles, again, with the receiver to the right, a little more help inside, and they run the football with Palmer on a draw play, and he's able to slip one defender, Kane, by the way, in the backfield, but still gets up to the line of scrimmage where he's tackled by Allard, picks up forward progress of a yard, able to make one defender miss, but because of the play being slowed down, rest of the defense able to get up there. Here's 3rd and 7 now for Clayton Ridge.
But, they'll take 3rd and 7 over 3rd and 17. They're getting some gains here. Got to dial something up here, maybe look for a rollout to give Millard a chance to throw the ball, but we got to find a receiver that can get open, maybe find that crease and sit down and get a nice little curl.
And this is, again, a 3rd and longer situation. Eagles have to get inside Bulldog territory for first down. We approach 2 minutes left here in a fast-moving second quarter. 2 receivers to the right, a receiver to the left, and they're going to snap it back to Millard. Millard runs it with Palmer, hit in the backfield. There's no chance. Trying to catch the Bulldogs maybe in pass defense, but not a chance. Number 62 crashing through there is Corbin McElwain, the right guard, and it's a loss actually of 6 yards. He plays right guard on offense, but playing defensive line here. 4th and 11, a loss of 5.
Well, you can see the Bulldogs dialing that up. You could just the linebackers on the outside were kind of dancing a little bit. The inside linebackers were dancing. You could see they were dialing up something, and they came with a lot right there.
All right, 90 seconds left here in the half, and Clayton Ridge, they may even be willing to take a penalty here to run this clock down as low as they can. Decker back to receive. Good to see him back out there along with Radloff. And there's the snap. And before this play gets going, with 1:20 to go in our first half, there is a false start against Clayton Ridge. At the end of the first quarter, North Fayette Valley and Sumner Fred are scoreless. at the end of one. That's a Sumner Fred team that's young and has some good young talent on the way.
And that's a tough North Fayette Valley team, so that's a good test for the Sumner Fredericksburg Cougars, and they're stepping up to it right now.
All right, so the penalty, again, moves them back, but the clock starts again. The play clock's down to 10, and we're down inside a minute. So Clayton Ridge has no problem taking that penalty. So they snap it back there, and Fossbinder shanks it. He wanted to keep it away, and it goes right into the Clayton Ridge sideline. And that goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line. This is going to be maybe a 10-yard punt. He shanked it. You could see he just didn't hit it the way he wanted to. And it goes out of bounds and ends up on the track area. By the time they mark it down, it'll be at the 44-yard line, so it's an 8-yard punt. Clock continues to move with 35 seconds left in our half, and MFL MarMac showing no desire here to try to work on the 2-minute offense.
No, I assume they're going to get a play off. I don't know if they'll get 2 plays off or not.
So maybe content to run a play, get to the half, and enjoy a 48-0 lead. MFL MarMac cross-country coach Eric Koenig will be our halftime guest tonight. So first down, 10 yards to go. They run the football up the middle. It is Blitz Benteen. He's got a hole up the middle. Inside the 30-yard line. Tripped up from behind as he's down to the 25-yard line. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. It is a 25-yard return. And MFL MarMac will be content to go to the first half. Blitz Benteen a bit hobbled as he was tackled from behind, but the first half comes to an end. MFL MarMac, it's been special teams getting the job done. They have 2 punt returns for a touchdown, a kickoff return for a touchdown, and they lead 48-0 here at the half. When we return, our halftime interviews, first half stats, and more. You're listening to high school basketball and football action all season long from KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
This is Beth from Sodes Green Acre, Country Market and Cafe in Guttenberg. Are you headed to the Mississippi this weekend? Stop into Sodes Green Acre. You'll find some yummy snacks, heat and serve entrees, seafood, Edgewood Locker meats, and a huge selection of spirits, wine, and craft beer from Iowa distilleries, vineyards, and breweries. Whether you're stocking the fridge at the cabin, taking it with you on the boat, or looking for some fun gift ideas, you'll find a taste of Iowa at Sodes Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sodes is more than just a store.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns Family Dealerships. We get people driving to our dealerships from many different towns, counties, even states to make Browns their hometown dealer. We have 4 convenient locations in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, and Victory Ford in Dyersville. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa, Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place, Monona, Vorwald Enterprises, Inc., Monona, Konoko Flood Covering in Monona, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer in Elkader, Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, and by Bacon Concrete in Postville. Welcome back once again to Monona at the half. Our score is MFL MarMac leading 48-0. Sumner Fred in North Fayette Valley scoreless at the end of one. Jessup leads Postville 28-0. That game in the second quarter, about 5.5 to go in the second quarter there. Also at the late in the second quarter, Edco leads Springville by a score of 36-0. Bellevue now leads Starmont 14-12. That game in the second quarter. Our halftime guests tonight, we're joined by MFL MarMac cross-country coach Eric Koenig. Coach, you guys hosted the MFL MarMac Invitational last night. First off, let's talk about the girls. How'd things go for you there?
Girls, on the girls' side, Cora, top 10. She was 9th last night.
Cora Keener, right?
Cora Keener, yes. So far has been running very well with us. 23s the last couple meets. Evelyn Ruff, Claire Grau, both, I believe, top 20. Again, they're improving around 24 minutes. Emma Cater, Mariah Moser making up our top 5, and I think as a team we placed 4th.
Yeah.
Overall.
So positive there for the girls. Let's talk a little bit about the boys, and I know you had an individual winner.
Individual winner and Jacob Shellhorn, probably I would say the first time we've had a meet winner on both boys and girls side in probably at least 20 years.
That's great.
And won it by a good margin, 16:44 last night for a time. I knew he'd get it under 17 at some point, but I didn't think in the second meet of the season.
Yeah, and just a sophomore too.
Just a sophomore. No, he's worked very hard in the off season to get to this point.
So Jacob had a top finish for you there. Who else ran for the boys yesterday?
Will Cater, Tucker Ruff, Logan Ross were our 4. We've got 6 guys out, but 2 of them were resting for injuries. Hopefully we'll get at least one of them back here next week. But Will and Tucker Ruff both went under 20 minutes. Something that usually doesn't happen for us to have 3 guys under 20 this early in the season is pretty good for us.
Yeah, that's real positive there. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what's coming up for you guys here now.
Next week we got Clayton Ridge on Tuesday in Guttenberg, and then on Thursday we got NFV at the school there.
All right, so that's a couple of meets busy for you guys there.
Yep.
Conference-wise, because it's a pretty good conference we have for the girls and the boys.
Yeah, for both their conference, I mean, Southwind girls are an easy number 1. I mean, they're number 1 in the state so far. It's going to be hard for anybody in the conference to catch them. But Central and NFV both have pretty solid girls teams. I would hope that, we might be able to compete for a second or third spot by conference time.
Yeah, get into that top half mix there in the conference. As far as the boys?
Boys, same way. That Clayton Ridge, I believe they're ranked as a team. NFV boys, they're a pretty solid program too. And so I would hope that if we can get a team together, hopefully top 3 again.
Yeah, absolutely. Be in that mix for the top 3 in the conference. All right, so for you guys there, to this point of the season, I mean, we're just early in the season. Do you like the way you guys have started this season?
Oh, yeah, the best start we've had in a long time. We have a small group, but their work ethic, just the overall desire to do well and improve is, for this group, best group I've had so far for those attributes.
Yeah, so certainly heading in the right direction there. All right, Coach, thanks for joining us here at the half. Good luck to you guys this season.
Thank you, Dan.
Again, that is MFL MarMac cross-country coach Eric Koenig, along with his daughter, helping us out here at the half. She did good. And we'll return. We'll have our first half stats, 48-0. MFL MarMac in the lead over Clayton Ridge. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
The Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic is a welcome addition to Northeast Iowa, offering extended hours for more accessible care. The clinic remains open over the lunch hour and offers early Monday morning and later Thursday evening appointments for your convenience. Call 568-5530 to schedule your appointment today. Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic. New clinic, more accessible care.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Agent Laney Keel, your local New York Life Insurance Company agent in Garnavillo, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your NEPA dealer in Monona, Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, and Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. At the half, 48-0, MFL MarMac in the lead. Kickoff return by Wyatt Powell set the tone. The opening kickoff, 75-yard return. They scored on their second possession. Driscoll on an 8-yard pass to Blitz Benteen, but then Radulov had a 40-yard punt return. Decker had a 58-yard punt return, and the gates were opened up. Driscoll hooked up with Blitz Benteen on a 43-yard pass play, and then, of course, Powell had a 39-yard run. They are perfect on their conversions. 6 of 6, and they lead by a score of 48-0. Let's update you on other scores. Bellevue leads Starmont second quarter 14-12. North Fayette Valley has scored, now leads Sumner Fred 7-0. That ball game in the second quarter. Jessup leads Postville 28-0 in the second quarter. Edco leads Springville 36-0. We're joined again by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through our first half stats, and let's start with MFL MarMac.
MFL MarMac on the ground. Blitz Benteen has 4 carries, 46 yards. Wyatt Powell, 2 carries, 51 yards, including that 39-yard touchdown. Zach Driscoll, 1 carry, 23 yards. Bryce Radloff, 2 carries, 17 yards. They've got 9 carries on the ground, 137 yards of offense on the ground. Zach Driscoll's 2 for 2, 51 yards, both of them touchdowns, a 28-yard touchdown, an 8-yard touchdown. That was to cover Blitz Benteen, and a 43-yard touchdown. That was also to cover Blitz Benteen, so all 51 yards between those two. So 188 yards of total offense for the Bulldogs.
And again, if you tell Coach Mosier, hey, you hold them below 200 yards in the first half, keep them at around 350 for the ball game, you figure we've slowed them down somewhat. However, the 3 special teams touchdowns, that's all the difference in this ball game.
Yeah, for sure. And, for Clayton Ridge, you would think that would be a positive to build off, but, Clayton Ridge or MFL MarMac scoring at will, and Clayton Ridge is having a hard time getting things going offensively. They've got 16 carries as a team for negative 16 yards.
Yeah, think how many drives they've had. They've started behind the chains on first down, unable to get anything on first down, and we've seen a couple of situations where it's been third and forever.
Yeah, just not able to get anything going there. Kyler Millard has 1 completion of 6 yards. That was to Jace Fassbinder. But they've got negative 10 yards of offense, and I'm sure they're talking about it. Coach Mosier, I'm sure, has plenty to say there, and they're going to come out refocused and fired up to try to get some positives here in the second half. And I know we've been saying that a lot this first half, but they have to. That's what you have to do in this situation, is look for those positives, something to build on.
And I like what they've done. You can tell what the game plan is. We're going to try to give high percentage pass situations, rolling out our quarterback left and right there, because we know we cannot run right at them. Hopefully you can complete some short passes there, maybe shoot for something deep, if they start coming up a little bit, and then run at them enough to keep honest there. But when you're not establishing anything on first down, it really limits what you can do.
Yeah, puts you behind the sticks and kind of puts the Bulldog defense on an offensive mindset, because then they start to throw blitzes. They start to, rush the quarterback a little more, and it just makes everything a little harder.
So at the half, 48-0, MFL MarMac in the lead. When we return, second half action, Eagles will be set to return. See if we get any other updates from the games that we're following tonight. You're listening to high school football on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
Stop into Nightingale Drug in Guttenberg to find that perfect gift for that special occasion. We have Silver Stars jewelry line, Gans and Carson home decor, Simply Noel purses and bags, Melissa and Doug toys, and baby items. Need that last-minute greeting card? Stop in and see our large selection. We have something for every occasion. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town, family-friendly business, located along Highway 52 in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Top Gun Collision Center knows hunting season is over, but the deer still have a lot of tags to fill. If you've been tagged by anything, pull into the stoplight at Top Gun. That's it. Bob and his technicians have over 35 years experience and will handle everything. We write the estimate, take photos, and follow the factory engineered repaired procedures to fix your vehicle quickly and, most important, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. While you're there, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount program. Call Bob at 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
The Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic is a welcome addition to Northeast Iowa. Establish care with our skilled, relationship-based primary care providers, Dr. David Schwartz, Sue McMillan, Haley Ruff, or John Hawes. They specialize in every age and life stage and provide comprehensive care for your entire family. Make your appointment today at 568-5530. Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic. New clinic, more accessible care.
Exceptional caring people. Veterans Memorial.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Welcome back to Monona, ready to start the second half. They're not going to put 3 more minutes on the clock, and I love this because both teams are out here. They stretched out. They're ready to go. Let's go. Let's get to it.
Yeah, I think both teams are ready to go. Both have refocused a little bit. I'm sure both coaches have a different game plan here for the second half, which is great. Clayton Ridge is going to start with the ball. Let's see if they can get it going offensively.
I think the Eagles looking for positives this second half. You forget the scoreboard at this point. Focus on taking care of what you can take care of. For MFL MarMac, you are going to see a lot of subs in this second half because that is something that this team needs to continue. You need to build depth. Somebody goes down, somebody has to step in. You're going to need some depth if you're going to move ahead.
Well, and Coach Anderson talked about they have great numbers. They have a huge amount of kids on the sideline, all of them wanting to get on the field. Here's a chance for some of them.
Dylan Jones to launch it away again. Jones, a good high kick, and Ballsinger has to go back, bobbles it, picks it up at the 5-yard line, kept it in the air, brings it right sideline. He's out to the 15-yard line, but does not get to the 20-yard line as he tried to bring it right side, only to the 18-yard line, and that's where the Eagles take over. First down, 10 yards to go. Again, our clock is moving, so this is going to be a very short second half. Starmont has scored in the second quarter and now leads Bellevue 18-14. They scored late in the second quarter. Stars lead 18-14 at the half. So Starmont, a good bounce-back performance.
Yeah, good
tonight.
bounce-back and usually a very physical Bellevue team. So good to see Starmont bouncing back and playing well tonight.
So first down, 10 yards to go. The Bulldogs here, a lot of the regulars still on to start this series of the second half. And Ballsinger is to the left of, once again, the quarterback, Kyler Millard. Millard gets the snap, hands it up to Ballsinger, tries to go around right end, and he does across the 20-yard line. And he is brought down actually short of the 20 as they brought it to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 2. Ran to the short side of the field, second down, 8 yards to go. But that's a positive yardage on first down.
Yeah, that's something they just need to keep building on. Maybe get 3 or 4 yards, on that first down, a couple more yards on second down, and be ahead on the sticks.
So second down and actually closer to 9. Left side for MFL MarMac had good pursuit, including Powell. MFL MarMac has just really controlled the line of scrimmage. I mean,
they have. They've been very physical up front, both sides, kind of establishing that line.
So second down, closer to 9 yards to go. And they continue to work out a pistol formation. Back to Millard. Millard trying to roll to the left away from that pressure. Looking to throw the football. Running out of room. Going to throw it sideline. And that pass is almost intercepted. But coming down out of bounds is Carter Decker, who jumped in front of the intended receiver, Gabe Cook, at the 35-yard line. Decker makes the catch, but comes down out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and it's 3rd and 9 for the Eagles.
And Decker almost got that foot down. That was really close, but he jumped that passing route really late. And, again, trying to find some easy passes from Lard to get that out there, and speed of Decker just caught him off guard.
Yeah, Millard a little late on that delivery, and that was because it looked like he was thinking maybe to run, but then there was no running lane, so decided to pass it late, and it's incomplete. But 3rd down, 9 yards to go. And they continue to operate split receivers this time, but here's another 3rd and long for the Eagles. 3rd down, 9 yards to go, and back again to Millard. Millard, it's a straight quarterback boot. Left side brings it around left end. He's across the 20-yard line, short of the 25-yard line, just outside the hash mark. And he's tackled there in pursuit by number 12 for MFL MarMac and Elias Hatt. They pick up about 5 yards. It's 4th down, though, and it's going to be a long 3 yards to go for the Eagles. And I think they will punt it away as we go inside 9 minutes in our 3rd quarter.
Yeah, fast-moving clock, but some positives there, just not enough of them strung together at the same time. Again, a couple of dangerous return guys here to start this second half. Where are the Eagles going to kick?
They're going to get great field position. As back to punt once again is Jace Fossbinder. Gets a good snap to handle, and again scripted it off the left side, and it's going to go out of bounds. He shanked it, but it was off the side of the foot as he tried to hook it, and it goes short of the 30-yard line. It's only a 5-yard punt, so they've had a punt of 8 yards and a punt of 5 yards. And special teams continues to struggle for Clayton Ridge. The good news is you want to keep it out of their hands, but you got to get more than 5 yards.
Well, and yeah, you're trying to keep it out of his hands. I'm sure they're trying to angle that thing as much as they can, try to put that side spin to keep it out of their hands, but you got to get it downfield at some point, and that one's just giving MFL MarMac a short field.
Fastbinder punted a couple of times last week for 28 yards, and they can live with that if there's no return. 1st down, 10 yards to go. So now Blitz Benteen is in at quarterback. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Radloff goes in motion. Blitz Benteen to throw the football. Looking left side, looking into the end zone. It's a one-on-one jump ball. Underthrowing, trying to come back is, I believe, Radloff. The pass is short. It is incomplete. And there's going to be pass interference on number 10 for Clayton Ridge and Jackson Smith. They tried to throw it long. Who was that receiver down there for MFL MarMac?
I can't catch the number on that, but he ran a nice route and had to actually come back for the ball. Didn't catch the number as he ran to the sidelines.
I think that was Brock Hackett, number 20. Number 20, I believe, is who it was. The pass is incomplete. It's a penalty anyway, 15-yard pass interference penalty that moves it half the distance to the goal. He tried to come back, Hackett did, to catch the ball, but was actually hooked. So that's who I'm going with anyway. Dalton Krause is now as a receiver on that left side. So now you see the subs coming in for MFL MarMac here in this 2nd quarter. Radloff goes in motion. They hand it up the middle. Is that Tristan Kane running the football? It is! Big hole up the middle. And Kane goes in untouched for the score. A 15-yard run. Tristan Kane moves into fullback. And the Bulldogs take the opening possession of the second half and keep on to keep it. They lead 54-0.
And that was just untouched. Tristan Kane got through that first wave. Good blocking up front by those front guys for the Bulldogs, and nice job of the lead blocker to give him that extra break, and he just waltzed in the end zone, 15-yard touchdown.
So think about this. You now have Blitz Benteen as your backup quarterback, and remember, he started every game last year. But
yeah, he was the starter for every game, and he's now in there as your backup.
MFL MarMac has to take a timeout before this conversion. So we'll keep it right here before this conversion attempt. And this is kind of what you expect. You're bringing in some subs coming in, guys playing different roles. But Tristan Kane, how about that run?
Well, just a hard run and rewarding the guy that does a lot of dirty work up front, taking on the big guys, trying to fill holes on defense and making a lot of tackles. He gets rewarded with a little offense.
And again, Kane a little bigger than last year. Not size-wise. He's still 5'8", but 160 pounds now. But again, plays nose guard for them. And a lot of schools look at that going, what?
Oh, yeah.
That's a small kid up front. But he is very good at disrupting things up front. And he actually has the ability to move up and down the line.
Yeah,
some flexibility
he kind of slides left and right as needed and is physical all the time up front.
All right, so the Bulldogs here, Willie had been their place kicker, not available, I believe, in tonight's ball game. But they, number 73, will be coming in to try the PAT here in Karsten Pester, who is a 6'2", 225-pound senior. So everybody getting a chance here to get into the scoring column for MFL MarMac tonight. pester, trying to make that PAT and put them up 55 to nothing. The kick is up. It is high enough, long enough. Pushed it to the left. It is no good. The conversion fails. First time they failed tonight on offense on a conversion. 54-0. Bulldogs in the lead. Let's take this break.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Grau Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Furniture Showcase and Allwine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments, and Car Auto Group. It's 54-0. MFL MarMac in the lead, and that is a touchdown run by Tristan Kane. It is a 15-yard touchdown run. The PAT fails, though, and it is again now 54-0 MFL MarMac in the lead. 7:22 left here in our third quarter. And to launch it away here will once again be Jones. So Dylan Jones continues to kick off. We'll try to get a number of these kids that are into the ball game for MFL MarMac. Jones, a good kick. But boy, he's really went deep this second half. Back to receive is Millard at the 5-yard line. Millard brings it up the right hash mark, steps across the 20, stacked up right there, short of the 20-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go for Clayton Ridge. So the Eagles went 3 and out on their opening series and still looking for some positive things to happen offensively, trailing once again by a score of 54-0. Be nice to get a drive going here for Clayton Ridge.
It would, but MFL MarMac, we talk about Clayton Ridge trying to get some positives. Let's talk about this defense for the Bulldogs, just stifling the Eagles, not letting them get anything going, putting in timely blitzes, tackling really strong, wrapping up. I think a lot of positives there for Coach Anderson to talk about with his defense tonight.
And it's so rare because Clayton Ridge, not a big team, which is a rarity for Clayton Ridge. They usually have some pretty good size. But MFL MarMac, the bigger team up front, and then just the quickness they have. Millard runs the ball with Palmer, trying to bring it around right end. He does across the 25-yard line and stacked up there. He tried to kind of bounce back after running into a host of Bulldogs. No luck, and they will mark him down short, I believe, of the 25-yard line. Give him a pickup of about 4 on that. Second down, 7 yards to go. Give him 3. 6 minutes and a clock that is moving third quarter. And it's second down and 7 yards to go. Clayton Ridge next week hosts South Wynn. And they begin district play. And MFL MarMac goes to Osage next week.
Which is not an easy task.
That's another
either.
2A team.
Another 2A team, so they're going to be battle tested and on the road tested.
We'll see MFL MarMac in 2 weeks against Columbus. High snap, Millard, good job going up to get it. Quarterback draw right up the middle across the 30-yard line. First down. Millard showing some speed, brings it down to the right sideline inside MFL MarMac territory. Ray steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Millard, a good save, and that's exactly what they've been trying to do. Get him to the edge.
Yeah, get him to the edge, get him upfield.
And it's first down, 10 yards to go for Clayton Ridge inside MFL MarMac territory. So that run ends up being, 28 yards?
29 yards, you bet.
So the Eagles in plus yardage territory now. And again, they ran that to the short side of the field. So first down, 10 yards to go, just inside Bulldog territory. We mentioned MFL MarMac. You see some changes for them up front. Radloff stays in the ball game, but into the secondary for them is number 18, Carter Stoddard. He's a sophomore. And here is first down, 10 yards to go. High snap. Millard saves it again. Trying to bring it around left end. Pursued by Schlee, and he lowers the shoulder, and he's finally brought ahead to the 45-yard line as he ran into number 17 that time, Drew Earls, the 6-foot senior linebacker off the bench. And a 5-yard pick up there by Millard. And it's going to be now second down, 5 yards to go.
Yeah, nice gain there. A couple of high snaps, so I'm sure Coach Mosier wants to correct that, but good gains there by Millard and getting to the outside and getting some positives.
Edco leading Springville at the half, 36-0. Moving clock, second half there. Jessup leads Postville, 35-0 at the half. Moving clock will be happening there as well. Second down, 6 yards to go for the Eagles. Millard hands it over to Palmer. Palmer trying to get around edge, pursued by Earls, trips him up. Nice play there. Closing the gap behind was Earls. Tripped up Palmer before he could get to the edge on the right side. They'll lose a couple of yards. Back to the 45-yard line. Third down and long for Clayton Ridge.
And I think Clayton Ridge has seen something, and Palmer gets by that tackle. He's going to gain a few yards, but a nice tackle there by Earls to prevent that. Actually, a loss of 1, and Clayton Ridge is looking third and long here again, but something that they can build upon with these gains.
Schlee may be your only starting linebacker still on the field for MFL MarMac, as actually Radloff has moved in from the cornerback spot to the linebacker spot. So you see them, correction number 21, Quinn McGew. There's another one into the ball game. Second down, 6 yards to go. He saw some time in the first half, too. Miller to throw the football. Rolling out right side, throws it to the sideline. Incomplete. He was looking for Cook on the far sideline, but Cook hit as the ball was received. Knocked away there by the Bulldogs. It is incomplete. Fourth down for Clayton Ridge.
Well, and, it's still frustrating for Clayton Ridge, but they have turned the field a little bit. They've got it into Bulldog territory. They're still going to have to punt this away and play some field position, but I think some things to build upon, some things going forward here as this game continues and moves very fast.
I almost thought that maybe Clayton Ridge was going to give some thought to going for it.
Maybe, but I think just at this point, punt it away, play your game, try to play some defense.
And again, you need work on the punt coverage. You need work on getting those punts off. And Fossbinder stands back his own 45-yard line. And back to receive a couple of different backs. I believe Driscoll back there to receive now. Fassbinder kicks it away. This is towards the sideline. This is what they've been looking to do, and this is a nice punt. Goes down inside the 20-yard line on that short sideline. That was Decker back there to receive, but kicked it to the sideline, out of bounds. It is a 28-yard punt. That's what he averages. No return. They love that. No problem with that at all.
Yeah, that's what they were, hoping for. And we talked about, you don't necessarily want to punt, but you need to work on it. Nice punt there. Good coverage by the Eagles. Now a chance for the defense to do some positives as well.
And MFL MarMac at their own 20-yard line. We're inside 2 minutes left here in our third quarter. Again, the clock is moving, so it only stops unless the team takes a timeout or we have a score or an injury timeout. So let's hope to avoid all of that. First down, 10 yards to go, although the Bulldogs want to score.
I think both teams want to score, but not the injuries or the timeouts.
The Bulldogs subs and the Eagles love to get a score. They run the football right side, carrying it is number 21. That is Quinn McGew, around right end, across the 20, out to the 24-yard line, picks up 4 yards on first down. So Quinn McGew is a sophomore, 5'11", 170 pounds, and it shows you the kind of depth MFL MarMac has because he's your first sub in the fullback spot.
And a great runner, a good athlete, and did a nice job stepping in there, and he's going to get some positive gains and hopefully work himself into some more situations. But a great situation for him to show what he can do on the field.
Second down, 6 yards to go. Blitz Benteen continues to operate things. Receiver split to the left, and Radloff goes in motion. They run it up the middle, and it is again Tristan Kane. Kane brings it across the 35-yard line. First down yardage. Fullback right up the middle, and it's a fullback dive that picks up positive yardage. 11 yards on that by Kane.
Yeah, nice gain there by Kane. Another at least 10 yards on that, and he's had a nice night with only a couple of carries so far tonight.
And at the half, North Fayette Valley now leads Sumner Fred 7-0 at the half. North Fayette Valley at Sumner Fred. Knew that'd be a good ball game tonight, and it's 7-0. This may be our final play of the third quarter, perhaps. First down, 10 yards to go. And Blitz Benteen looks back at Kane, the fullback, makes sure they're in line with what they're doing in the double wing set. First down, 10 yards to go. Radloff in motion, gets the handoff, jet sweep around edge. Nice job by Ballsinger, able to wrap him up, didn't let him get around the edge. Ballsinger for the Eagles fought off the block on the right side of the line for Clayton Ridge. It is no gain, and that's how the third quarter comes to an end. MFL MarMac, a great bounce-back performance from last week's Week 1 loss. They lead here as we go to the fourth, 54-0. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
Your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative is asking members to do the summer shift. No, it's not a new dance. Simply reduce your electricity use between the hours of 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. on weekdays. That's when power costs the most. So turn up the thermostat, delay the dishwasher, shift the start of laundry, and you can help keep electricity rates affordable. This summer savings message is brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona. Myers Auto Service in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg. Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Culligan Water Conditioning of Elkader, and by RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. So again, our score, it is 54-0. MFL MarMac in the lead. They have second down, 11 yards to go. A fast-moving third quarter with that 35-point rule in effect. MFL MarMac had a tough loss last week to New Hampton, but they were focused, and a great start on the opening kickoff that just set the tone.
It did. That was just a huge run back, get the touchdown to put Clayton Ridge kind of on their heels and just kind of send a message, hey, we got a lot of weapons back, and we're here to show them off.
And I'll tell you right now, Coach Mosier, he'll talk about this after the ball game. He has said it as they got ready for the season, that he thinks this is going to be a team, in particular MFL MarMac, that is going to be there at the end of the year, and he thinks they've got a chance to be pretty special, just like a season ago.
Yeah, and we were seeing that tonight. We'll see how things go if they stay healthy throughout the season, but showing a lot of weapons tonight.
Second down, 11 yards to go. Blitz bent team, they run the football there up the middle, and I don't know exactly what happened there, but did somebody, who carried the ball?
That was Kane, and he got tripped up in the backfield.
All right, so Kane ended up down, and they lose a yard. Third down, 12 yards to go. But for Clayton Ridge, again, they lost a lot of seniors last year. They've got some ball games here where you don't have to face a team like this for a while.
Right, and we talked about the difference in competition between last week with a rebuilding Postville team and an MFL MarMac team who has a lot of their line, a lot of, some of those skilled positions returning. They're working well together. They're gelling early here in this young season.
Third down, 13 yards to go. They run it back with Kane, the fullback. Kane goes off right side, has first down yardage to the 40-yard line, 45-yard line. Nice open field tackle by Tegan Palmer, but not before. It's a 13-yard run by Kane. First down for the Bulldogs as they're at their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, nice gain there by Tristan Kane. Just running hard, low to the ground, as we talked about earlier. A nice 13-yard gain.
So MFL MarMac goes to Osage. They won that ball game by a point a season ago. And Clayton Ridge has Southwind next week. A Southwind team that, just like Clayton Ridge, had a lot of seniors that they
had
lost.
A lot of seniors. Is not the same Southwind as the past, but still knows how to play football.
By the way, it is fourth down. They said he did not get the first down. He's short of the 45-yard line, but it's fourth down in inches, so the Bulldogs are going to go for it. Right back to Kane. Kane's got first down right up the middle, and he's inside Eagle territory. Steams his way inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Needed an inch. He gets you 15. First and 10 for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, nice run there by Kane, just racking up the yards, and one of the highest running backs of the night right now.
MFL MarMac, they've got Columbus in 2 weeks. We'll see them in 2 weeks. Clayton Ridge has Starmont in 3 weeks. We'll see them on that Friday night, September 23rd, down in Guttenberg. But they have, again, North Lynn on the road in 2 weeks.
North Lynn, who hasn't started school yet. They're still waiting to start school. They've got some asbestos issues in construction at their school.
First down, 10 yards to go inside the 40-yard line. They're doing something different. Their kids, the way they grow down there, but it's not asbestos. They run it left side, carrying the football, rattle off, first down, and he's got some room. 30, 20, he outruns everybody. He is gone. Touchdown, got it. So continuing to add on. Bryce Rattleoff now with a touchdown run there of what?
39 yards.
And it's now 60-0. MFL MarMac. Rattleoff gets involved this time with a run for a touchdown.
And we talked about the weapons. There's another one. Once he got through that secondary, a lot of speed. Nobody was going to catch him when he got out in the open. And I know Clayton Ridge is scratching their head, but MFL MarMac has an endless amount of weapons over there. A lot of these second-teamers in here, third-teamers just playing their guts out right
and
now.
Rattleoff has a punt return for a touchdown, now a rush for a touchdown. The punt return was 40. Pester to try the PAT. Spot is down. The kick is up. High enough. Long enough. No good. Pushed it, I believe, to the left. So the PAT fails. We have 9:25 to go. 60-0. MFL MarMac in the lead. You're listening to high school football on KCTN.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular, security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
So it's 60-0 MFL MarMac in the lead. Bryce rattled off the touchdown run, and it is going to be MFL MarMac to launch it away once again. Dylan Jones will be doing the kickoff duties tonight. Been a busy night for Dylan Jones. The second half, though, he's actually pushed it inside the 15-yard line on his kickoffs.
He has. He's had nice kickoffs. About the only thing we can criticize MFL right now, they haven't got that PAT put through yet. They had a couple tries, just haven't put it through yet.
And it will be Jones to launch it away. Again, they had Willie as the kickoff duties, but he has not kicked off in this ball game tonight. No kicking duties there. So they launch it away. Jones, it's returned by the Eagles, and I believe that's number 10. And that is Jackson Smith. Brings it up the left hash mark across the 20-yard line, 30-yard line out to the 35-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Nice return there, and it's actually... Was that Deacon Munns, number 40, with the return? So
it was number 40.
Yep, number 40. Attaboy. Deacon Munns, a 5'6" freshman, running the football there. First down, 10 yards to go. All right, so the Bulldogs, their reserves, have put together a couple of drives here. And the Eagles, let's get on the board here.
Let's get them on the board. You bet. They want to put a drive together, finish one off, keep moving those sticks. They've had the taste of that. They need to drive down the field. I think they can spread them out a little bit here, get to the edge. Maybe get a good gainer.
First down, 10 yards to go. Receiver split left and right. And on first down, movement up front. And I believe the Eagles may be the guilty party. All the Bulldogs pointing up front. It is on Clayton Ridge. And it's first down, 15 yards to go. So the Eagles, Ross expected back next week for them. And again, the problem tonight was it took Millard out of being your best receiver.
Yeah, I don't think it's a drop-off at quarterback, but it's one less receiver to throw the ball to.
Right, your top receiver. First down, 15 yards to go, and they run the football with Ballsinger, trying to bring it around right end. He does, across the 30-yard line. He's out to the 40-yard line, tackled there by Earls, who greeted him at the 40, out to the 41-yard line, 11-yard pickup, inside 8 minutes to go here in our fourth quarter. We are by far the early show tonight.
Nobody's going to beat us done tonight.
We may be closed down in bed by the time the North Fayette Valley Sumner Fred game gets done.
Maybe.
They haven't even started the third quarter there yet. Second down, 5 yards to go. Receiver split left and right for Clayton Ridge. Better offensive effort this second half. Millard to throw the football. He's got some time. Rolling out to the right. That's the short side of the field, then throws it out of bounds. Nobody open downfield. He's outside of the pocket. Dump it. Live for another down. Good decision by Millard. Wanted to go deep. He was looking down the sideline for Fassbinder, but he was covered well by number 14 in Dalton Kraus, covering him downfield at about the 30-yard line. And you live for another down.
Well, and Miller did a nice job on that. He extended the play a little bit by rolling out, had great protection, so nice job of the guys up front for the Eagles, looking for something farther downfield, not able to find it, throw it away, not losing yards, not trying to tuck and run with nothing there as far as the running game goes.
Third down, 4 yards to go. Receiver split left and right. And they continue to operate out of pistol formation. And on 3rd and 4, Millard licks things over, gets the snap, and they hand it almost right into the hands of Ballsinger. But rushing through is the Bulldogs defensively. Never got a chance to really get going. Decker was up in run support, comes in to make the play. Also there is number 20 as well for MFL MarMac and Brock Hackett. And it's a loss of 3 yards. It's third down now. It's actually fourth down, and it's 8 yards to go.
And Millard could have almost handed that off to either one of those Bulldogs because they were in the backfield just as quick as the ball was snapped.
And again, MFL MarMac here will be forcing the Eagles to punt it away with the 6-minute mark. MFL MarMac stays in their base defense. And as we look around, Eli Hansen, correction number 39, that is Eli Hansen, going to go back now to receive. And I don't know if he's the first choice, but he's going to get a shot at it. Fassbinder launches it away, and that ball bounces at the 30-yard line, goes right out of bounds there. And Hansen does not get the opportunity. Again, Ballsinger, after a couple of tough punts in the third quarter, couple of nice punts here since. Goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. That's a 41-yard punt, by the way.
That was a nice punt. That was I'm sorry I didn't catch it on the camera, but that was a nice punt. No chance to return. I think that's what they've been looking for all night long. Eagles had to punt, but sticking the Bulldogs deeper in their own territory.
And this may be our final drive of the game. At their own 25-yard line, the clock moves. Even, again, on the punt that goes out of bounds, clock continues to move. Every incompleted pass, clock continues to move. And we're down to 5 minutes here as MFL MarMac breaks the huddle. See if we have any other changes here. We have a new quarterback in for MFL MarMac in number 15, and that is Hunter Christofferson, a 6-foot, 195-pound freshman. And on this play, before we get the snap going, there's a flag. Somebody moving up front. I think it's the guilty party, MFL MarMac up front. It'll be first down, 15 yards to go. Isn't it funny how things kind of go in sports? You know, Clayton Ridge had a hold on this rivalry. And keep in mind, there's lots of teams that had a hold on the matchup with MFL MarMac for a while.
True, there were. But, you know, that was a good rivalry for them. They looked at that as a winnable ball game. And
this will be their 5th win in a row, MFL MarMac. First down, 10 yards to go. They run the football up the middle. Is that Kane again? Across the 20-yard line. Picks up a couple of yards. Trying to let you know who that is. It is not Kane. It is number 21, McGew. McGew is now in at fullback. He was lining up at a wingback earlier, but works at fullback there. Picks up about 2. Second down, 13 yards to go. But, yeah, MFL MarMac, obviously, they've been a playoff team 4 years in a row and hoping to make it 5 years in a row. What a district that MFL MarMac is in Class 1A.
Well, and they talked about that last year, what a tough draw for them. But, man, did they step up to that challenge last year.
Second down, 13 yards to go, 4-minute mark. Run the football up the middle. They run around right side. Carrying is number 33, Schlee. Gets his first carry between guard and tackle right side. About to the 25-yard line. It'll be third down. It'll be 10 yards to go. Yeah, if you think about MFL MarMac, last year's team was their first year being back up in Class 1A. If that's a Class A team, that's probably a state champion last year. I know we talked about that at the end of last season, but I think they would have been the best team in Class A.
Yeah,
they were
sure.
a top 8 team in Class 1A. So
Exactly.
Third down, 11 yards to go. And they run the football right side, and carrying it, I believe, is Hansen this time. May have had the last carry, too. He's across the 30-yard line, short of first down. Picks up about 5 yards, though, and it's going to be third down, actually fourth down now and long. Was that Hansen running the football there?
I think that was Schlee again. I think that was
39. It's Hansen.
It was 39. Okay.
Yep. Number 39, and that is Eli Hansen, a 6'1", 145-pound freshman, getting the carry. Fourth down, 4 yards to go. I don't know if the Bulldogs here, they have not had to punt tonight, and they look like they have no desire to do that at all. Inside 3 minutes to go. First down, pretty much closed the deal. I mean, as far as time-wise.
Time-wise, I think.
The score, that's been over for a while. They're on the football left side. Hansen, fourth down, 4 yards to go. Runs over a defender, leans ahead. May have gotten first down at the 36-yard line. It looked like there was not much yardage there, and he did get first down. Props to that young freshman. He was going to be stopped short, but actually climbed on the back of his lineman to get ahead for first down yardage.
Kind of lost his footing there. Knew he was, falling forward, but kept his feet long enough to get himself to that first down, and that's probably going to seal the deal. Bulldogs can run this out unless they find themselves in the end zone.
And 2 minutes and counting as we will have first down, 10 yards to go. So Hansen's in the backfield along with Quinn McGew. And on first down, 10 yards to go, they are going to run it back with McGew. McGew's got a hole up the middle, 40-yard line, able to run over a defender at midfield, inside Eagle territory, brought down finally at the 44-yard line. Again, that's a sophomore with a nice chunk of yardage for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, nice gain there, about a 20-yard gain for McGew, so keeping the sticks moving. We got another update, Dan. We're going to the fourth quarter. Edco's up 52-0 at Springville. They have a moving clock down there in Edgewood tonight.
Yeah, they started the half with a moving clock down there. Yep. We'll see Edco next week at Central City. Edco winning big tonight. Starmont and Bellevue in a good ball game at the half. So is North Fayette Valley and Sumner Fred. Hansen brings it around right end, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage and maybe brought down after a gain of a yard. Nice open field tackle there by Clayton Ridge and number 12 in William Rote. Second down, 9 yards to go. 1 minute and counting here in our fourth quarter. We'll have coaching interviews after the ball game. Clayton Ridge, there will be better days ahead. You've got some teams on your schedule that you certainly have opportunities to win games.
Winnable ball games for sure.
Obviously, it's a young team still looking for that upward direction. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. 50 seconds and counting. And again, they are going to run the football with McGeough. McGeough stutter steps, 1st down inside the 40-yard line, and they push the pile ahead to the 31-yard line. He's got 1st down yardage. They do not have to take a snap. And this ball game should come to an end, and it's one of the fastest games we have done in a lot of years. I can tell you this, I've been here when we had the old 50-point rule, when Denver beat MFL MarMac 54-0 in a ball game that was over as we kicked off the second half. We were done early that
right.
night.
That used to be done when it was 50.
Right, you were done. So MFL MarMac's come a long ways. One more snap. They're on the football right side, and carrying it there on the far sideline is number 39. And actually, that's number 29, Coda Warrington. Brings it around right and inside the 20-yard line. He's down to the 15-yard line, gets some positive yardage, and the game comes to an end. MFL MarMac, big plays, but it was big special teams plays. 2 punt returns for touchdowns, a kickoff return for a touchdown, all in the opening quarter. They put up 40 in the opening act, and the Bulldogs right back to 500. Impressive tonight, defeating Clayton Ridge by a final score of 60-0. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to High School Football on KCTN, Gardavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
While out and about, don't find yourself stuck at the side of the road. At Edgewood Auto and Tire, our trained technicians work on all autos, trucks, semis, and heavy duties. We offer premier alignment service and DOT inspections and carry all major lines of tires. Call or ask about our current tire rebates. If you're in a bind and need a tow, give Edgewood Auto and Tire a call at 563-928-7333. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We offer a mobile tire repair service to get you back up and going, either on your farm or on the road.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Guttenberg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place, Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc., Monona, Conoco Flood Covering in Monona, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Gottenburg, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer in Elkader, Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, and by Bacon Concrete in Postville. Welcome back once again to Monona. Our final score, MFL MarMac wins 60-0. Again, Starmont leading at the half, 18-14. Starmont leading that ball game right now against Bellevue at the half. Also tonight, it is North Fayette Valley leading Sumner Fred at the half. Score of that ball game is 7-0. Edco well on their way as they again are dominating that ball game at Central City. And I believe the score of that ball game was, at last report, 52-0. Edco leading that ball game, and Jessup leading Postville at the half, 35-0. Our post-game show starts tonight. We're joined by Clayton Ridge football coach Matt Mosier. Coach, you've talked about this. We've talked about this the last couple of weeks. You knew this MFL MarMac team was going to be a handful, and like I said, I don't think you're hiding anything when you say you think this team's got a chance to be a little better than last year.
Oh, yeah, MFL is a really good football team. I knew that. I mean, they lost a special player that sounds like might be playing tomorrow in Kinnick Stadium, and they're out. They're big. They're physical. They wanted it. You know, obviously, the loss to New Hampton, I think brought them down to maybe reality in regards to we're a good football team, and we let that one slip away, and we're out for vengeance, and were they ever.
All right, obviously, we can start talking about some positive things in this ball game for your team, but Kyler Millard, throwing in there, did a good job running the show tonight. I know it was tough offensively for you guys, but having to step in there, I think you like the job that he did.
He did a great job, and I gave him a big hug afterwards because I told him he did everything that I asked him to do. And, and everything was there. You know what, we showed up, and Brandon Walls did a great job on knowing what they were going to do and how they were going to line up, and we didn't execute. We were, people might not like this, but we were scared. We were not we were a scared football team tonight.
Well, and I think when you talk about that, part of it is the experience they have up front against the inexperience you have.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I've been referencing an old football coach that I worked for when I was out at Nyack, and how he gets to get so mad at the injured players that would start to gather come about week 3, and we're at that point where, we got a walking wounded right now, and we need to get healthy.
All right, special teams wise, obviously that was a major thing that went wrong in this ball game.
Yeah, we wanted to kick it inbounds, but not to those guys. And then, so we kicked it out of bounds, and then they made us kick it again, and then they took it to the house. So everything we didn't want happened.
Right, and a couple of punt returns, exactly. The good news is, though, after Ballsinger had a couple of tough punts, or I should say Fossbinder had a couple of tough punts, the last 2 punts he executed to perfection.
He did. He did a really good job. And we, some of it was some confusion. And again, we got some, because of our injuries, we got some different kids up front in different places that they're not used to. And, we look like it was our second week of practice here tonight.
All right. So obviously you guys get to look forward to move ahead here. And obviously you have Southwind home next week. And it's going to be a physical team, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Traditionally they're always a good football team. South Winneshiek does a great job. We know where we've got to get better at. We just got to keep doing what Clayton Ridge does, and we'll be fine. Will
Kurt Ross be back for you next week?
I hope so. I can't give you 100% on that, but I think so. He was on the sideline, and we missed him. He's our leader. You could see him on the sideline, I'm sure, from here trying to lead those guys, and when no one else would step up, there was Kurt trying to get him going, and not only can he lead them by be vocally, he leads them by action also. And Kurt, when he comes back, he's going to be just fine.
All right, and then obviously moves Millard back to a more familiar spot there, because tonight you took your top receiver, put him at quarterback. So what do you want to see out of your team for next week then?
We've got to be physical. We've got to limit some mistakes, but it comes down to assignment and physicality, and if we're not physical, if we don't bring it next week, South Winneshiek will run that with their offense. They'll run it down our throat again.
Yeah, it's a triple option offense. They're going to run right at you. So, all right, Coach, good luck to you next week's ball game. We'll talk to you in our countdown show. Talk to you in a couple of weeks before the game against Starmont, too. Good luck to you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Clayton Ridge football coach Matt Mosier and his Eagle team will take a break. When we return, we'll be joined by MFL MarMac football coach Dan Anderson. Go through game stats, get you caught up to date on scores. As a matter of fact, Bellevue has now scored and leads Starmont 20-18 with about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter there. Back with more when we continue after this.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking Account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Agent Lanny Keel, your local New York life insurance company agent in Garnafalo, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by Kay in Monona, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com, and Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. Welcome back to Monona. Final score, it is 60-0 MFL MarMac victorious. We're joined by Bulldog football coach Dan Anderson. Coach, great way to start the ball game. Wyatt Powell showing his speed on a 75-yard opening kickoff return.
Yeah, the kids, he dropped that kickoff, but he picked it up, and the guys were blocking for him. And we always talk to our kids about they don't have to have a big blow-up shot when they're blocking. They just have to lock onto their guy and run their feet. And we've got good guys back there. And they kicked it out of bounds, and I think that everybody thought, we were just going to take it to the 35, but I always want our guys to have a chance to score. We've got really explosive athletes back there, so, anybody kicks it out of bounds, we're going to make them kick it again.
Well, I think this is what you love. 3 special teams touchdowns in this ball game by 3 different kids. Radloff had the 40-yard punt return. Decker had a 58-yard punt return, 2 for scores.
Yeah, and last week when we played New Hampton, and we got beaten a tight one, 22 to 19. We had a bad snap on a punt, and it got blocked, and that probably, was the difference in the ball game because we outrushed and outpassed New Hampton, a 2A school that's ranked. And so, our kids showed up in this game, and they were in a bad mood. They wanted to prove something. They don't like the taste of losing. That last week, we thought that we outplayed New Hampton all but a few snaps, but New Hampton played a flawless game. They beat us the only way they could. It was a physical game, a lot of hard hitting. And our kids, all week long, were just in a bad mood.
So we talk about those kids, the speed you guys have, but it takes blocking to get those special teams plays like that.
Sure.
And again, a great job by those guys setting the lanes for them.
Yeah, anybody come to our practice on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I don't know any school that spends as much time on special teams as we do. We're smart about it. We've got enough kids that we can have all of our offensive linemen go down and work all offensive line drills and clean things up the week before, and all our speed guys, and maybe linebacker type guys. We spend like 40 minutes a day, on practice just on special teams all the time. And so, that's a big part of the football game that sometimes people overlook. But tonight it showed that, our special teams were pretty special.
Offensively tonight, you only threw a couple of passes, but Zach Driscoll continuing to grow into that role. 2 touchdowns, 2 passes completed, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we'll take that 100%. We'll take that. We didn't have to. We weren't on offense that much in the first half.
Right.
We were scoring on special teams, and then the defense, was out there, and then we'd score on special teams. So, we were getting close to halftime, and I said, geez, we had a couple of our offensive linemen that also played D-line. I'm like, we need to get on D-line and get them some reps because they haven't been on offense very much. Yeah.
Now, obviously, Powell and we also talked about
Carver,
Radloff having the special teams returns, but each of them had big touchdown runs too offensively.
Yeah, we got some speed, and a lot of those guys are juniors except for Decker. We've got our offense has got seven underclassmen, and there's only 4 seniors out there, so got a lot of speed coming back. But these guys are playing like these younger guys. We improved a lot in 1 week, obviously. We did, and you hope that you do from week 1 to week 2. And I mean, it all came down to just the guys were mad that we lost, and you could see it in their eyes all week long. We didn't mess around. It was a lot more serious in practice, and those guys, we've got a really good scout team. We got guys that are could be starting out there for some teams on our scout team, so we are always getting a good look too. We don't have to throw freshmen in our scout team.
Yeah, McHugh came in, had some solid runs. Tristan Kane had
first time he's ever played offense. Yeah. He's at the first time, and he's had some good runs. He's a heck of a defensive player, and he's such a hard worker. And he said, Coach, after the season last year, he goes, I'd like to get a few reps at line or at fullback. And I said, you've earned it. I said, anybody that works as hard as you on defense, I said, I'll get you some reps. I said, I can't promise you're going to start, but you're a hard worker, and I'll get you some reps out there at fullback. And, boy, he looked awesome out there tonight.
Yeah, so his first touch rushing was a touchdown.
Yeah, but it was good blocking up front, too. I'm like, did anybody touch him? And I don't think anybody touched him. So
you talk about the offensive line, but also defensively, how you guys got after it defensively tonight. I mean, it really, especially in the first half.
Yeah, defense was fast, and, I tell you what, it could have been a little different game if Kurt Ross would have been playing. He's a heck of an athlete. He had his wisdom teeth pulled, I know, and they had to put a different guy in there, and so that's tough when you get thrown in there, especially with the speed we've got. And we, even if Kurt would have been playing in there, we were bringing a lot of. We was kind of like Regina. We were coming after him, and we were bringing a lot of heat from a lot of different areas, and we were showing one thing and bringing a blitz from somewhere else, and kind of confusing them, and we were, I think, that's enough to rattle a quarterback, especially, you get the guy you throw out there his first time as a quarterback, and we were really getting a lot of pressure on him.
All right, you guys go to Osage, another tough test for you guys next week.
Yeah, another ranked 2A school. They were, New Hampton and Osage was district champions last year in 2A, and we beat them last year. But it was, if you remember, that was here, and we beat them on a last second or the last minute. Carver threw a 98-yard touchdown pass to beat them to McShane, and so. Those guys are good, and they're just as good as New Hampton, if not better. And so, we have to go on a long road trip, but it's only going to make us better. Those games, get us ready for our district. And, if our kids come out with the fire they had tonight, we'll be just fine. But, they're a tough team out there at Osage, that's for sure.
All right, good luck. We'll be following what's happening there. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks for the district opener against Columbus. Good luck to you guys.
All right, thank you, guys.
Again, MFL MarMac coach Dan Anderson talking things over there about his Bulldog team. Victorious tonight by a final score of 60-0. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats as we continue our post-game show from Monona. Bulldogs win 60-0. Back with more after this.
It's back to school time again, and that means the fall sports season is in full swing. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona wish all of our area cross-country, volleyball, and football student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Get out and support your local school sports teams this fall. Family Dentistry of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Furniture Showcase and All Wine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture and Window Treatments, and Car Auto Group. Welcome back once again to Monona, 60-0. That's your final score. MFL MarMac victorious. Other updates, Bellevue leads Starmont. Back and forth they go there at Starmont. 27-24 is the score, and that is actually in that third quarter, so they still have a quarter to go. Also tonight, North Fayette Valley now leads Sumner Fred 13-0. That is late in the third quarter. And it is 42-0. Jessup now leading Postville, and Edco has defeated Springville by a final score of 52-7. We're joined by Coach Aaron Hamann. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start with MFL MarMac victorious 60-0.
For the Bulldogs, Blitz Benteen had 4 carries, 46 yards. Wyatt Powell 2 carries, 51 yards. Zach Driscoll 1 carry, 23 yards. 4 carries for Quinn McGue, 39 yards. 4 carries, 55 yards for Bryce Radloff. He had a 39-yard touchdown. Tristan Kane had 5 carries, 53 yards. He had a 45-yard touchdown. Austin Slee had 1 carry, 3 yards. 3 carries for Hansen, 12 yards. 1 carry for number 29. Sorry, I don't have his number. We'll get his number for you. 16 yards.
Number 29 for?
39 for MFL MarMac.
39 is Eli Hansen.
And 29 was?
Coda Warrington.
298 yards on the ground for the Bulldogs on 26 carries, 3 touchdowns.
And they also had 3 special teams touchdowns.
3 special teams touchdowns. Zach Driscoll, 2 for 2 tonight, 100%, 51 yards. Both of those were touchdowns. Both touchdowns to Carver Blitz Benteen. He had 51 yards receiving, an 8-yard touchdown, a 43-yard touchdown, so 51 yards in the air, 349 yards of offense for MFL MarMac.
And I've said it before, so you know I'm going to say it again. Speed never goes into a slump.
Yeah, speed is hard to defend. I don't care what sport you're playing. Speed is hard to defend.
Clayton Ridge, let's go to the totals now. Better second half for the Eagles offensively.
Yeah, much better second half. They ended up with 41 yards of total offense. They had 35 yards on the ground, 24 carries. Bolsinger had 6 carries, 13 yards. Palmer had 7 carries for a yard. Millard had 11 carries, 21 yards. He also had 1 completion for 1 of 6 for 6 yards. The completion was to Jace Fastbinder. Again, 41 yards of offense for the Eagles, but again, much better second half compared to the first half.
Yeah, they were minus yardage at the half. Continue to fight hard there. It was tough for them tonight against an MFL MarMac defense that took a lot away of what they wanted to do offensively. But the Eagles, young team, as we mentioned, this game out of the way. This is one of the better teams you're going, if not the best team you're going to see all season long. I mean, don't get me wrong, you still see some big teams in your district, but I don't know if you're going to see a team that has this type of combination with speed and size that MFL MarMac has. And again, Clayton Ridge are Class A. MFL MarMac is Class 1A.
Well, and I think MFL MarMac kind of served notice. They took that loss pretty hard. You heard Coach Anderson talk about how they were just dialed in all week long because of that loss. So you got the brunt of that, but they kind of serve notice to the rest of the district, like we're still here, we're still fast, we've got a lot of weapons, we can throw it, we can run it, we can score on special teams, our defense is stout, and I think a lot of the teams are going to have to take notice and go, yeah, MFL MarMac is still a contender in this district, a very difficult district, but still a contender for sure.
And for Clayton Ridge, you get Ross back, you've got a nice pitch and catch combination with Ross and Millard, you put him out at the position there, keeps the defense a little more honest because you can throw the ball to Millard. And it was tough for the Eagles to try to throw the football tonight. So we'll see them in a few weeks as they play Starmont. They host Starmont on September 23rd. In 2 weeks, we'll see MFL MarMac for the district opener against Columbus, a team ranked in the top 10, by the way. That's pretty much the schedule in that Class 1A district. It's just ridiculous that the Class 1A District 4 with Beckman ranked second. And again, you've got Columbus, MFL MarMac in the mix there in the district. Cascade is a team that is ranked.
A lot of good teams in this district, and I think every one of these games is a crapshoot night in and night out of who's going to come out on top.
And next week, it's back to the 8-man game. Edco is at Central City. Good win for the Vikings tonight. They win by a final score of 52-7 in that ball game against Springville tonight. But they're on the road at Central City. Our countdown to kickoff begins at 6. Game time is at 7 next Friday night. We'll see you then, Coach.
We'll be there.
Again, our final score tonight, MFL MarMac 60, Clayton Ridge nothing in high school football. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com. Click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
This is Beth from Sodes Green Acre, Country Market and Cafe in Guttenberg. Are you headed to the Mississippi this weekend? Stop into Sodes Green Acre. You'll find some yummy snacks, heat and serve entrees, seafood, Edgewood Locker meats, and a huge selection of spirits, wine, and craft beer from Iowa distilleries, vineyards, and breweries. Whether you're stocking the fridge at the cabin, taking it with you on the boat, or looking for some fun gift ideas, you'll find a taste of Iowa at Sodes Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sodes is more than just a store.
Eagle Bulldog Football is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona. Myers Auto Service in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg. Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Culligan Water Conditioning of Elkader, and by RGK Portable Buildings.